Hello and welcome to episode 5 of A History of the Forgotten Realms. The show where I let a group of adventurers run amok through the timeline of the Forgotten Realms, where their actions have consequences, and their characters and relationships create more characters. I don't think we have necessarily any housekeeping to do today, but the last time we left off, our intrepid heroes, can I call you guys that? Our somethings, our good buddies, good pals, were headed back to the upper cities, to Doc's place. You had just spoken to Rilsa Ryle. The sumptuary laws are in effect. They are trying to take away the right to wear finery, to further divide the lower, the middle, and the upper class within Baldur's Gate. There's been a series of vandalisms all around the lower and outer city, and I think that's it. Now, I left you all before the Thanksgiving break with a task, but I don't want your answers just yet. There will be a time for that tonight, but it's not yet. So, adventurers, are you ready?
I
I am ready. I remember not to say a swear word in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah!
I mean, I almost
we're
did.
not at 5 minutes yet. Things can still happen.
I'm trying my best.
Let's see here. Oh, that's the housekeeping. Duh, I spent like a week working on this and I forgot that this is the housekeeping. Adventurers, if you want to check it out on your phones, you can. The audience has already seen it. Our new Celebrity Squares layout, so everyone can better see your beautiful faces during roleplay, because we were all very little and I didn't really use much of the space that I had allocated for it, so we can use the combat slide for that. But I thought that this would be nice, and now your names are all nice and big and pretty on the screen.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
It looks good. Looks good.
It's cute. I like
trying
it.
To pull up my sheet on Owlbear.
On Owlbear?
She does not want me to click the button.
Right-click view
Oh,
sheet.
I like the realignment. The app just finally updated for me. I had to like manually update the app too.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Speaking of updates, it's been funny seeing as of late, because it got pushed in October, who has been updating their iPhones and when. Because I'm on Android, and so now with the update, I get read receipts finally.
But I can see who hasn't upgraded their phone or updated their phone
yet.
and their operating software in a little while. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like Tim and Amira. I saw Amira's was almost immediately, and then Tim took like 3 weeks.
Megan, I know yours has read receipts, but Lauren's is still just like, SMS. Good luck, nerd.
Wait, what?
I don't have read receipt. I don't have read receipts for you. You haven't updated your operating system.
I think I turned mine off like manually.
Oh,
you can turn
okay.
off read receipts.
Yeah.
I just don't want people to be like, she read my thing. Why is she not responding?
Oh, I just use it to be like, okay, that sent and it got to their phone. Cool.
Okay, that makes sense.
I like leaving people knowing that I read them, left it on unread.
Are you snack gobbling?
I feel bad because like sometimes I'll read your message and then stare at a ceiling for like 5 hours, and then I look back at my phone and I was like, oh,
I dissociated.
Is that what that is? Crazy.
I mean, that's what Marco says. All right. So, you're headed to Doc's house, yeah?
Yes, we are.
Okay. I'm going to say that you guys don't really have any trouble getting up there. You know, as you go to approach the gate into the upper city, the most you get is, like, one guard being like, hey, you can't come up here. Don't you know the sumptuary laws are in effect? And another guard just kind of like pushes him out of the way and goes, don't worry about it. You're the heroes of the wide dock. You're literally, like, you belong here. Like, you're from up here. Don't listen to him. He's new. Go bug someone else. Be helpful. Otherwise,
Thank you.
the route to Doc's house is unimpeded and fairly quick. Along the way, you do notice a lot of people are up in arms about these new laws. And as you walk through the large marketplace in Baldur's Gate, here within the upper city, you notice that a lot of the merchants seem to have been asked to strip themselves of their finery and to change their clothes. You're seeing a lot more tattered leather aprons and like linen shirts today than you normally would. Whereas you're very used to like the leathersmith being dressed head to toe in his own work, or the gentleman that sells fine silk scarves, having them tied around his horns or being worn as an ascot. Things are tense today. But you arrive at Doc's house, and his citrusy orange door unharmed. This music is very intense, but I'm just gonna leave it because I know the rest of this track is not this intense.
I was like, is there something going on in my house? I don't know.
Yes, you open the door and there's a Tarrasque.
Ah!
No.
Well, campaign over.
All right, well, I guess we're starting over.
Open the door into its greasy maw.
Excellent. I do love grease.
Ew.
Maw burger.
See, I just pictured someone like cooking something up in Tarrasque grease.
Yeah, it's a
Ooh,
fine
Tarrasque
flavor,
bacon.
you know?
I'm good.
No, thanks.
I'm so good. All right, Doc. Well, you needed to come here for something. What were we here for?
I open the door and I go into the secret door area and I do the thing to open it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk down the stairs into the cavernous lab area.
We'll say that you remember to not.
We didn't arm the trap,
right?
I rearmed it.
Okay.
I rearmed it.
It was armed.
Oh. Yes, Stu, I'm gonna need you to make a dex check, buddy.
Now you see how it feels.
Yo.
All right, you said dex, right?
Yeah.
Plus 3. That'll be 18.
Oh yeah, you're fine. That clears it. You start to take the step, and as your toes hit the step, you start to hear the slightest bit of a click, and you just go, nope.
And I look back at Driss and just give him a scowl.
I told you I was gonna do it. That's on you. That's on you.
I bypass it. I bypass it and I go downstairs and I grab the rolled up mat of the wheel locks and I cinch them to my adventuring pack.
Okay.
And then I grab Dad's Rolodex from the table. So now I have 2 Rolodex. I've got mine.
Never enough Rolodex.
Nerd.
It's actually spelled Rolo, D-E-C-K-S.
Yes. And then I go back upstairs and close the gate, the door, and you want to rearm the trap here, buddy?
Yeah, I'm already on it. And
Just
I'll
remember
get that.
next time.
And then all right, well let's go to where we're headed. I got what I need, and time to go address these new clothing laws.
Yeah, let's figure that out. See if maybe we have just a little bit of good graces left with Silver Shield after my gigantic fucking lie.
Who knows? There's a chance he still hasn't figured it out.
Yeah, it's only been half a day.
Yeah, and the man is well known for having literally everyone else do his work for him.
How dumb do we think he is? Actually, don't answer that. Very.
On a
The
scale
answer's very.
of 1 to 18, if you had to give me a number.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'd say smart enough to get the reputation of slimy, but I'd say dumb enough to believe something as false as that.
Well, some people are only where they are because they surround themselves with the right people. Is that a risk you're willing to take?
I mean, we fought the Slayer, so like...
We have a little bit of standing.
Kind of not that big of a thing in comparison.
But yeah, so I'll as I walk us outside, I'll relock the door, and we'll trudge along, and I'll open up Dad's Rolodex and start going through some of his contacts and look for specifically blacksmithy friends of his, and see if I can see if any of them ring a bell.
You know you shouldn't walk and send carrier pigeons, right?
I have no idea what's happening.
That
Don't
never
walk
was
and
it.
text. All the I don't walk and text.
Oh. Wow, I feel dumb.
I may have told them about the bumper stickers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Oh god.
Doc, as you're headed towards the front door of your house, why don't you go ahead and roll a perception for me?
Okay. Oh, hold on a sec. Do. You said perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 17.
17? Perfect. As you're headed towards the front door, that little bench by the front door... Ooh, I just made you giant. I'm so sorry, stream. Hang on, let me fix this.
Oh my god.
Great.
Lock the
Behold.
asset.
No, that wasn't the asset. That was, I went
Discord.
to adjust his
Yep.
volume and I clicked on him.
Yep. Yeah, whoops.
That little bench by the front door that has the lanterns above it that you use to open the door, as you're sliding the lanterns back into place, you notice a glimmer from the gap between kind of the seat area and the front of the bench.
I investigate.
All right. You walk over and you open up the bench, and there's a set of really large, I guess you could call them glaives. They're just absolutely, especially in comparison to you, extra large, like gauntlets. They appear to be made of pure silver.
Oh. But they're gauntlets or glaives?
I don't remember the difference.
Glaive is like...
Glaive's a giant pole army type of device, and
Like a
gauntlets
knight
are...
in armor.
Gauntlets, the hands.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll pick them up and kind of give them a once over. I'm like, oh, these look nice, and I'll work on them and I'll I'll tuck them in my travel pack.
Are these like
You know.
half giant sized or bigger?
Well, Drizzt, you notice that in comparison to you, these seem more orcish. They're pretty rough built. They're definitely larger than like human size. They'd still be pretty big for you. You're still a medium creature, right?
Yeah.
They'd still be a little bit big for you, but certainly for a full orc, these
I
seem
look and
more
see if there's any
appropriate.
sort of initials on them.
You don't see necessarily initials, but you know, when you're kind of turning them over, you do notice that there's bits of paint flecking off in blue and orange and red, and that they look pretty battered.
All right. Well, as I give them a once over, I'll put them in my knapsack, and I'll get back to thumbing through the Rolodex.
And I'll mention, like, Doc, you know those are made for an orc, right? Like, that's made for some of my kin. Not... Those aren't human made. Or made for human.
They might be human made.
Well,
You don't know.
Yeah.
Well, let me give them once over, and then once I determine if they're safe or not, we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And as
Wouldn't
you're
want them to
going
be
through your
cursed.
as you're going through your Rolodex, you notice that your dad's has a contact that you've heard of before. In fact, they're a local establishment. You've heard of them, but you haven't really paid them much mind. That would be the Forge of the Nine. It has them listed as being a specialist of sorts in rare or antique weaponry.
I put it to the front of the Rolodex, and okay, well, it's just him and Han, and like, and I'll close the Rolodex just so that way I have it next time I open it up.
Okay.
All right, off
And
to
then-
Silver Shields.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, if we get near this, if you know we get in the area close to the forge, we can pay them a visit, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely.
By your Rolodex's explanation, they're actually pretty close to the elf song.
Okay.
Actually, they're pretty close to the, oh, good gods, what is the name of that place? Hang on. The Devil's Fee as well, aren't they?
Yes, that's nearby as well, as is Sorceress Sundries. There's a few herbalist shops nearby, and the printing press is in that area as well, the Baldur's Mouth.
All right.
Right.
Oh, let's crack on.
Snap, crackle, crack on. That's all I can.
Don't you make fun of my joints like that.
Ah.
No, no, I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of Rice Krispies. I didn't know your joints are Rice Krispies. Okay.
Some days
My
they're Rice
bad.
Krispies, some days they're
Fine.
Pop Rocks, some days they're those chocolate bones that have pretzels at the center.
Oh.
So you're headed to Silver
That place, yep.
Shields?
Yes.
Chubby bunny.
Cool. It's not too far off. As you're on your way over there to the Sesker Gates mansion, you notice there is more of a flaming fist presence in the upper city today. The watch don't seem pleased about it. But otherwise, yeah, you really get there kind of with no issues.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna knock on the door since we can't ring the bell.
And you
And just,
kind of waiting.
Why didn't you just ring the bell? It's easier.
I look over to you and look at your belt,
yeah, I'm just,
and then look back up at you, and then look back at your belt, and then look back up at you.
As he's having this epiphany, the same slender, wizardy man, Imberland, opens the door again. Oh, I'm pleased to see you. I did not expect your company. Nonetheless, I am happy you're here. How can we help? What can I do for this fine Alderian day? I'm very awkward. I don't know what to. I was not expecting your company.
I could tell. We need to speak with Duke Silvershield as quickly as possible.
Ah, yes. Not a problem. Not a problem. Come with me. And as you guys are kind of filing through the door, you notice him kind of just directly at your belt, Zipporah.
I keep walking.
You must have excellent taste in the metalsmiths. That looks very familiar. Good taste. Nice accessories.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
But yeah, he lets you in. And as you head around the corner to the office, Torlin is waiting for you. Again, he's just kind of sitting at his desk, doesn't look like he's really doing too much, and as you walk into the room, he's just, my friends, I did not expect your company, but I enjoy the pleasure nonetheless. Is there something I can help you with? How has everything been? Do you have any news for me? Any updates? Anything good?
Well, we do, but before we can give you any updates, we have some questions for you and some concerns.
And what would those be?
These sumptuary laws that are in effect.
Yes, yes. Don't you love them? I thought that it would be a really good way to kind of keep those who wish to snatch power from those who work so hard to maintain order, from rising too far above their station, as it were. I mean, was that not the original purpose of the walls anyway? It felt like such a good reinforcement. And, of course, these people will still purchase and procure all their goods in the wide as usual. I'm sure they can't help but wear them at home and daydream of lifting themselves up by their bootstraps to become patriarch families or large salespeople or run a successful business. I think it's so inspiring.
Before I start talking, help me out here, is there like a charcuterie board sitting around? He seems like he'd be the kind of person hang on, let me cook.
Letting you cook. Do you need a sous chef?
No,
A stew chef?
What's your passive perception?
Passive is
11 billion.
13.
Yeah, of course he's got a fucking charcuterie board. There's also a carafe full of sangria next to what looks like a giant decanter of brandy. This guy is so high on his own supply that he doesn't even know it came out of his ass.
Zipporah's gonna while Driz is talking, just gonna shuffle over to the sangria and pour her a nice glass and just
I'm gonna very loudly like walk over and like grab a glass,
Oh,
click
oh,
it,
let me join you.
pour a glass,
We'll just.
and I'm gonna find whatever the sharpest looking knife is on there, and I'm just gonna be playing with it on the board itself as I'm sitting here drinking and talking to him.
That would be the specialty Wardhaven cheese knife. It's one of those really scary looking ones where it's got the blade on the bottom and it hooks up at the end and it's got the 2 prongs.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be playing with that one on the board. And you know, the thing is about that, those who are trying to ladder climb like that aren't usually gonna do that based on what they're wearing. They're gonna do that based on what they know and who they know. Use that as leverage against other people, and as I say that, I'm gonna flip
my
that and
boy, they
dig
don't know.
those into the those 2 prongs into the board.
He's just kind of can't stop staring, and he kind of stops, and they don't know. People of that station don't know people. Of course they make their way up with their clothing. Haven't you heard the phrase, fake it until you become it?
I quite indeed have. The thing is, and I'm going to pick up another knife. I'm just going to be openly flipping this one in the air. The thing is, I'm not even like looking at it. I'm just staring at him doing this at the corner of my eye.
I mean, it's just kind of...
That is kind of a falsehood phrase that people will tell themselves to, you know, cope with what little they know. Thing is, I've been doing a little more digging into the guild, and they know a lot about you.
Well, I assume they do. I'm a very powerful man.
Well, it's funny, because after the interrogations I did last night, after there was quite a few missing teeth, missing nails, the
One
kneecap
of them
removal.
was missing a toe.
Yeah, the kneecap removal.
Rolled a
They
bluff.
knew quite a bit about
Doc,
you.
Doc,
Yeah,
Doc is
absolutely.
eating. Doc is slamming his face full of pepper jack cheese and some prosciutto.
Ray's just watching this all like, this is so cool. Keep going.
That's gonna be okay.
I will.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah.
wow.
He also rolled a nat 20.
Oh no!
Oh.
Is there anything I could do to like?
Silver Shield
him
is
off?
currently looking wildly ambivalent about the matter. He is not sure whether to take this as serious as a heart attack or the least serious thing anyone has ever said and the most empty threat that has ever been made.
Doc chimes up.
Hang on, Lauren,
Silver
you were
Shield.
saying you were asking if you could do something.
I was wondering if there's any way I could like. I don't know. Well, he rolled a nat 20. I was wondering if I could like do anything to trip up our friend over. Not our not Driz, but our friend
Torlin.
Torland. Yes, I totally have everyone's name memorized.
Uh-huh. It's okay, I do too.
Looks at notes.
Looks at iPad full of hand-scrawled notes.
Oh yeah.
Varying degrees of chicken scratch.
I would say because they both rolled nat 20s, there is not a whole
Yeah.
lot that you can do. Doc, what were you doing?
As I finish swallowing my charcuterie cracker hoopty sandwich thing,
You're over here making
I-
sandwiches?
well, you know,
You're the sound guy.
Doc is
do
grief. Doc is grief eating.
Oh no, I pressed his character too hard.
I hold up my finger. Orland, do you not know where my family came from?
I believe your father's, I want to say a mechanic? No, a milliner.
Yeah, but what was his father before him?
Well, I don't know why I'd have any business knowing what your grandfather did.
Well, you see, it comes into this whole station belief of faking it till you make it. You see, my entire family started off as nothing but, lowly farmers out in the outskirts of the city. And through time and perseverance and, ingenuity, we made a name for ourselves and our family. And if it weren't for the opportunities given through creative engineering, we would not have the station that we are at today.
In the back of your head, your subconscious kind of speaking to you, you hear is almost like the narrator, but like this is your subconscious, and you just get a slight, he's lying. You know deep down he's bluffing as hard as Drizzt is. He doesn't know who you are, he doesn't know who your father is, and he certainly has no idea how he got this station.
I continue rolling with it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
listen, obviously that's what I'm talking about. I mean, that is what I want for everyone, is to just, I was able to secure my station thanks to the generosity of my family and my hard work, obviously. I mean, they just need to go out and ask for a small loan, not from us, of course, not from the city. But, if they just, surely, like you said, with ingenuity and with chutzpah. Oh, sorry, we can't speak Yiddish here. Nope, not at work. With ingenuity and with chutzpah, they can really, truly pull themselves up, because, I mean, they're just fine people, really. I'm sure they're going to do great.
But even some of the, shopkeepers who have made a life for themselves, walking by them today, it's been a real, what would you say, demoralizing, and I don't know, the calls for uprising seem to be the talk of the town. It does not bode well if this continues. The people are not excited for this at all.
Well, I'm sure they're not, but what do you mean about the shopkeepers? What do you mean demoralizing?
Well, if you have your, the watch and everyone enforcing these sumptuary laws to shopkeepers who are supposed to, be able to wear their, their clothing and their products.
Goods.
How are they supposed to, show how everything is supposed to be, worn or utilized, or it's very demoralizing to them, and they're losing business because of it. And
well,
an unhappy
as shopkeepers, are they not upper city citizens already? I'm not entirely certain. Like, if they have their own business,
that doesn't mean they're of status, though.
Well, of course it should. That's the concept. Is you're supposed to work hard, and your business makes you who you are.
But they haven't climbed there yet, is the point.
You can see the facade starting to crack. He hadn't considered much beyond the point of separating, but you've clearly struck a chord with him by pointing out that shopkeepers do not look as much like themselves as they had even the day before.
Let me just impart by saying this: if a shopkeep is not on top of his game and showing off the best of his collections and inspiring the middle and lower class to partake in commerce, you don't collect tax revenue. You don't collect tax revenue. What happens? The whole city will fall apart because we no longer have money to pay for things.
Well,
And
if they're
we
not
don't have money,
investing in fineries, then certainly they must be, buying from vegetable stalls or people who specialize in linen clothes or the things of that nature or goods to help build their own businesses. Why wouldn't they?
because it's a compounding effect. It's like a domino. When one domino falls, what happens? They keep falling.
So, you're saying to me
A happy populace is a spendy populace, and an unhappy populace, well, we see how unhappy populaces go. There's uprisings, there's bloody streets. It's a whole mess. No one wants that.
well, I mean, how bad could this really hit the economy of Baldur's Gate anyway?
Well,
mean,
funny you should ask.
well,
I
enough
pull
so that they could probably want your head.
I pull out my abacus and start doing the math. The whole meme of
We've got
the whole-
spreadsheets ready.
yeah, yeah. Well, if my math, I'm doing quick math. If my math is correct, you're looking at about between all the bars and shops and the various magical ware dealers. Let's not forget all the other, ancillary, the shipping and the taxes from the shores for the
brothels.
shoremen and the brothels. Yes, no, and very important, the brothels, because a happy brothel, you know, well, you're looking at easily 15,000 to 200,000 gold a day in lost taxes. One shipment of dwarven iron easily is a thousand gold in taxes.
Mm. Okay, but how am I going to explain this to the Parliament of Peers? I mean, obviously, we can't have the brothels dressed down, then they can't work, and that's no fun for any of us. And if the bars are dressed down, if I tell, oh God, the captain of the Low Lantern, I don't even want to know what that's going to look like. If I tell the blushing, oh God, the she-captain of the Blushing Mermaid.
Yes, you see, if you attack this the wrong way, you are making a lot of unhappy people who have quite a lot of power, and they too can make their own stink. You wouldn't want to be a laughingstock now, would you?
I'm less concerned about being a laughingstock, and now that you've mentioned it, I'm a little bit worried that I might end up in a stock.
Well, there's
Or
those possibilities as well, or minus an appendage or head. But that's thinking too far in the dark for that. But yes, you know, no one wants to see their head on a pike.
Wow. Couldn't see it because your head would be on a pike, so you're already dead.
I mean, if it wasn't my head exactly, like maybe like a wax sculpture of my head, I'd like to see it, like maybe hang it up a little, dress it
I
up.
mean,
a
Imre,
little.
you're forgetting the magic that can be done to keep someone alive post decapitation. So they
Okay,
can
you've made your point.
return.
Oh,
If you help me fix it, help me fix it.
All you
I'll
have
give
to
you
do.
25 gold each.
All you have to do.
I'll give you watch pins. I
It's
can't.
a
I
real
can't
easy
go to the. I can't go to the watch and tell them I'm rolling this back. You have to go for me.
Watch pins.
All you got to do is write a decree, rolling it back,
And we'll
and
deliver it.
we can deliver it. We will save you the time
Embarrassment?
and
embarrassment.
Oh, I don't know that anybody's saving me any embarrassment at this point.
Well,
the people
If it
will
helps.
understand. It happens.
I have a couple other will help salve your wounds. I do have a couple other names of guild members and where they're operating from. If you would like that.
Even that wouldn't please me at this point. I just need to make this go away.
Yeah.
Well, drop the decree, and as soon as you are done drawing it up, we can go post it up and be on the way.
Okay, Imberlin, I can't write. I just need you to jot something down for me. Yes, parchment, ideally. You're gonna have to seal it. And he kind of dictates off a decree. By decree of Duke Torlin Silvershield and the Sesker Gates Manor, Baldur's Gate sumptuary laws are no longer in effect. It is with great sincerity and what's a good word? Humble heart, that we revoke these sumptuary laws, as all Baldurians have the right to dress in a manner befitting of the lives they lead. Yes. All citizens should have an inalienable right to wearing their own goods and that which they have earned. You can tell that he really hates saying earned. Like, this is painful for him. He is feeling self-insulted, but also, like, he's not only regretting his decisions, but he already feels, like, pre-insulted by everything that's about to come at him and everything that he deserves. And kind of wraps it up, and Imberlin seals it with the official seal. Torlin signs it, and he goes, here. And
Doc holds out his hand.
He gives it to Doc. It goes over to his desk, and he goes rummaging around. And he also pulls out 4 official pins for the watch.
Man, we're just collecting these like
Oh,
Pokemon.
you meant watch pins. I thought you meant
not watch pin.
like,
Not
yeah,
like
I was gonna
watch
say
pin,
like
the
I
watch
did
brooch.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I was to turn it down because there's like a clock like not too far, and I mean you've got a clock right.
I again turn over to.
You turn over to what?
To Zippy.
You just dropped you just dropped the thought, so I was just like, where's this going?
I turn over to.
I turn over to Zephora and just start waving off.
Well, yeah.
And I grab the the scroll, and I tell Torland, see, this is much better. The populace will be happy. They'll be spending more. Everyone wins. It's a win-win.
Okay. Yeah, you have everything you need. However, I want everyone to make an insight check.
Oh boy.
Where is my...
Dirty 20.
Clicky clacky. Where'd you go?
Ooh, that's a nat 20. Zipporah.
Can't read upside down.
I too have a soft 20.
I have an 18.
Soft 20.
Zipporah, something doesn't seem right to you. Something feels off about how rehearsed what he just said sounds. But before you can almost form a thought, Imberlin is suddenly behind you, going, Okay, thank you for the help. Come, see us when this is done, and I assure you I will reward you handsomely. Yes, we just want this to be taken care of quickly so we can all be over the embarrassment. Yes, okay. He's kind of chewing you out the door, as it were.
Can I dig my feet? Keep from being pushed out. Is there a way?
I'm gonna say yeah, because you are so much larger than him. This is a slender, sad, skinny little man.
Is there, like... Oh yeah. Is there any way I could...
You're gonna have to say that again, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. Is there any way I can, like, sniff around, like maybe, like, is there something, like, on the... that I...
I hate this. Please repeat though. Is there something on the
Oh.
what that you can what?
Oh, on the desk that I can, like, I don't know, sneak a peek at, or, like, like, just take a nice glance, or is there something amiss about the...
It appears to be, I'll just give you this one. It appears to just be parchment and ink. And brandy and sangria and charcuterie that they seem very irritated about you eating, but are not going to say.
Oh wait, you know what I could do? You know what I could do? You know what I could
notice
do?
that the Wardhaven cheese knife is gone?
Oh. Interesting. Actually, I gotta remember if I have this, because I might be thinking of an entirely because if so, if I can do this. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm preparing
of a
your
different character.
conversation.
Also,
Huh?
real quick, Lauren, can you go into your settings on Discord, and I think it's your input sensitivity is set too high.
I think
So
so.
it's
So, I also do have my crisp expressions.
That's probably it, because yeah, it's basically you're underneath the noise threshold at times. So it will like not pick up your entire sentence.
Is that a little better?
We'll have to play with it and see.
Yeah, I might be thinking of a different character. Dang. I was gonna say, do I have detect thoughts? Is this the character who's the telepath? This is not the telepath. Damn.
No, this is not the telepath.
Yeah.
You
That
do
would've been
not
nice.
have that. You have... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. No, I have to text you something. Oh my
Okay.
god, we're completely forgetting about an entire thing here.
Oh.
I'm very curious to
Um,
find out what this is.
Do you need to go get another bottle of not alcohol, Stu?
Well, this has actually been filled with bourbon.
Yum. Red
And the
Solo
Martin
Cup.
Apple
and the
bourbon.
Martinellis.
That actually sounds
Apple
pretty
bourbon
delightful.
jeans, boots
Let's
with
have
the
a
bird with the.
party.
Oh wait.
Anyway, Nana, I texted you.
Party.
Ah, yes, it did come through. My watch is like not vibrating. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh.
Something's good.
Well, it's after the 5 minutes.
I was looking over my sheet and I was like,
Oh boy.
Ooh, the thing. I want to know
Okay.
what's
Oh, no.
going on.
Okay, so I can't believe I forgot about this.
I did too. I completely did too. Oh my god. 5 episodes.
So one, Zipporah, when you're looking around with that nat 20, you notice that the cheese knife is gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just ink and parchment, and as far as you can tell, there's nothing amiss. Drizzt, where are you?
I was nearest, so I had basically put the charcuterie board between me and him, so that way I could use like pickup knives off of
Okay,
it
so
and
you're
use them
actually
as-
close to the back of the group. You're still closest to Imberlin, who's trying to politely shoo you all out the door. So you're kind of wedged in behind. Doc and Imre, whereabouts were you standing during this whole interaction?
Well, I had grabbed the document, so I would most likely probably been closer to the front
Okay.
or
And
off
Imre,
off
Imre-
center in front.
Imre usually brings up the rear because people. So she's in the back.
Weird
So
out.
you're now at the front of the group that is being pushed
Oh, no.
out. So you're furthest
shit.
away from Silver Shield now.
Okay.
Drizzt and Doc, you're closest, and Zipporah, you're kind of in the middle.
I was
You
at
just
I was still
crumpled
at the
together.
drinks. I was at the drinks, yeah.
Yeah, so you're all kind of crumpled together. And as you're being pushed out the door and as you dig your heels in, all of a sudden... Oh, that was not the sound effect I
What
thought it
was
was. I thought that was the light and bright little charming, like, fairy magic pixie dust sound. I won't be doing that again. As you dig your heels in, you hear this, like, hang on. You hear this, like, you're like, what in?
As that happens, you see my hand immediately go for my blade.
Is someone
As his
getting a
hand
pigeon?
goes for his blade, you just hear, buddy.
Bless you.
Are you gonna get that?
So I'm just gonna turn into a corner and just hold onto the blade and just think to myself, be quiet. What is it?
Drizzt, inside your... Okay, I'm gonna describe this to the rest of you three first. You're currently seeing a half-orc, half-elf, pretty boy trying to make himself look dingy in all the cloaks, little royal boy, try to scurry off into a corner while being escorted out of a rich man's house, whispering seemingly to his sword. He looks absolutely fucking bug nuts right now.
This group is full of weirdos.
But Drizzt, in your head,
Wait.
you hear, hey, buddy, yo, I don't understand. You need to check. Oh, I don't know why I'm whispering as if the sword is whispering. This is full volume in your head. Hey, buddy,
Did the sword turn into Beetlejuice?
are you gonna check that note? Have any of you looked at the inside yet? I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even shitting you. He may have been saying the words out loud, but the words in his head, entirely different story.
Yeah, give me, and like out loud, just hang on. Give me a second. Doc?
And Imberlin's kind of like, what is going on?
I hold over him.
What
to
is the hold up?
I give him the scroll to open up.
And I'm gonna immediately just open it up and start reading over everything.
As you start reading over it, what you read is actually, by decree of Torlin Silvershield and his magistrate Imberlin Skoon, all sumptuary laws will remain in effect until which point they become law. This includes, but is not limited to, outer city residents, lower city residents, mercantile, and so-called heroes of the realm.
Okay, real quick.
There's a tack on at the bottom, though, that does say brothel workers and other aesthetic tradespeople withstanding from this law.
How many other people are in the room other than Imberlin and
It's just you guys, Imberlin, Silvershield, and a dude sitting off in the corner that looks like he's literally just waiting to be told what to do.
Cool. That's awesome. I'm gonna use my aggressive bonus action.
Okay.
And basically move 90 feet in a turn for the time, and I'm just going to like storm right towards Silvershield in that like big imposing way where like he's just gonna keep walking back up to a wall, and I'm just staring down at him and just broadening myself out so he could see actually.
And
how
this whole time he's just like
I am.
foot over foot, like, listen, I'm sure we can talk about this. You must understand where I'm coming from. You are so large.
And
Maybe we
so
can talk this out?
Dritz, why don't you show him the finer points of negotiation?
The finer points. It's a good one.
and as he's up against the wall, and I'm just in his face now, staring down, if you can see how just unconscionably broad I actually am. And just as I open my mouth, and like, because usually when I talk, I don't open my mouth really wide. I'm trying to keep my lips as tight together as possible. He can see these orcish teeth, and like just the giant orcish lower and upper like fangs, as
Big
they're
old
not
tooth.
fangs, tusks almost.
Big old twofers.
Yeah,
Tooth.
and
Big
just
teeth.
And he's just absolutely like, not literally, but he may as well be pissing himself.
Roll to
My
piss
friends
yourself.
and I don't really appreciate being lied to so bald-faced. If you're gonna try to pull one over on me, at least have the decency to do it honestly.
As he's talking to him, I'm just
as my blade is unsheathed, like rapidly.
I take my fire fist, and I just start lighting on fire the document.
Just burning that one. All right.
Yeah. I think you misspelled this entirely. I think you meant to write what we intended to be written. Don't you?
Oh man, why did you have to set it on?
I surely we could come to an agreement. Is there some sort of money I could offer you, monetary value, positions of power, maybe within the watch? A good word with the Parliament of Peers. Surely we can offer something.
Is there a window in his room?
Wait! I got
No,
an
I think
idea.
we're- I
I
think
got
we're
an
on ground
idea.
floor right
You
now,
know
but,
what? You
There
wanna give us
actually
something?
is. It specifically says it overlooks the Sesker Gates Manor Gardens.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
good.
Hang on, Lauren. What
Oh
are
my
you
God!
saying?
Are we gonna
Yeah. Defenestration.
Are we gonna defenestrate him? That's what I was just about to say. Can we defenestrate him? Can we threaten to defenestrate him?
I too walk up to him, and I I keep flicking my fist so fire comes out of the center monocle of it. And just like my friend doesn't like being lied to. I don't like being lied to. And I just keep walking up forward, and I put my hand on his shoulder, and gently, as I'm holding onto his shoulder, I gently lean him back to the window ledge, and just
hold your
grip
action.
on him.
Zipporah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Wait. Before we go anywhere too far, you gave me a great idea. You were offering money or maybe positions. I know exactly what I want. Your position.
What?
I want it.
What?
Give me your position.
I don't know that I can do. Imberlin,
Yes,
can
can.
she do that?
I can do that. I mean, if you give up the position and give it to me, or give it to one of my friends.
As you say this, Imberlin is standing, hand at the ready, glowing with arcane power. He says,
Emre's pulling out her hand.
I don't think you can do that.
At him.
Congratulations, you're officially in a pirate standoff. You are 5 idiots in a circle, right? Sorry, 6 idiots in a circle right now.
What about the idiot sitting in the chair? Is he doing anything?
No. He's actually pissed himself.
Yeah! Woo!
We did it.
Fucker to piss.
Do we get an Xbox achievement for that?
God, I wish. I am going to go grab something to drink. While I do that, why don't you all discuss what you would like to do with your surprise round?
Well, you see, I was kind of hoping me and Driss would do the shaking him over the ledge of the tower until he pisses himself and gives in to our demands.
Okay, so Imberlin's a high level, at least high compared to us level wizard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he's trying to cast Fireball right now.
Yeah.
Which, let him. Okay. That's got a radius, buddy. And your friend's in it.
Not great.
So, that's leverage easily. I don't want this to turn into full combat.
I don't either.
I'm pretty sure
we would
fucked if we kill this guy.
We're literally still level 1, and they are he's high ranking, so it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I just wanted to intimidate the hell out of him to write the right thing.
Same.
Well, I think we were going on the right approach.
I don't think we were expecting.
I totally forgot to check the note, and I was like,
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
What am I looking up here? I need to.
Hey, what about a magician fall under? Would we fall under aesthetic occupations?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I'm safe.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Good for you. Yeah, I don't have anything that could help.
I'm so sorry my phone went off.
I didn't even notice.
That was my Grubhub driver, and it was right by my mic too. I was like,
yeah, you were so fine. Seconds. Okay, so God, do not want this to turn into full combat is the only thing. That's a bad.
So, what if is if it does turn into full combat? Oh, shit, they're back.
Okay.
You can keep talking. You're good. I'm trying to get my camera to refocus.
Okay. Think of the bad way. Like if it does turn into full combat, the ramifications.
Well, if it does
of
turn
that.
into full combat, it's a total party kill, right there.
Probably.
Yeah, I
Unfortunately.
was like, all right, 5 episodes in, we all have to make new characters.
Oh. I really like this character too.
It's like I just want to get to level 3.
So
We're not even 2 yet.
I totally forgot
can-
we were low level.
we can talk him down. Well, so because the thing is, so Scoon's not gonna make a move because we're way too close to Emberlyn for him to fucking actually do anything. This is a threat, but it's a fairly empty threat. So we can definitely use that to our advantage. Just how? Who wants to take point on talking us out of this conversation? I think that's our best move.
Not the
Well,
right person to ask.
Well, I talked us into this, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to talk us out of this.
All right, time to do what a magician does best. Bullshit.
Disappear?
No.
That too, but
both of those were really good.
Just
those are-
tips.
yeah.
Oh.
Time to pull
Hide
some
yours-
fucking shit out of my ass.
Or out of your hat?
Please don't actually pull shit out of your hat. I don't need a critical role flinging flaming poo situation here.
Wait, what? I know nothing of this. I'm
I'll
We're
explain it when you're older.
fast.
23, guys.
Oh, God.
Baby.
I feel so old.
Yeah, Stu has almost 20 years on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have 21 years. My age difference can drink.
Welcome to the entertainment industry.
There goes the fingers again. The stew fingers.
In Hollywood.
Thank you for keeping it below 40 seconds. I don't need to fight anyone on that.
I don't want to pay royalties or fines or, I'm broke.
Get demonetized.
Nobody watching this is believing you right now. You're sitting in a theater room. What do you guys want to do? Zipporah, did you want to take point on this?
Your magic kit.
I'm willing to try to talk us down, but if you want to, by all means, you have first
Zipporah.
right of refusal.
Well, I at least want to say something because
Okay.
Zipporah did get us into the I want your position. Zipporah, seeing the fireball or the magic ball. We don't even know what is in the hand, do we? She slowly raises her hands. And just looks to what's their name? Oh God, you just said
The
it,
Duke or
and-
the Wizard?
The wizard,
Emberlyn.
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 Googans.
She looks to Emberlyn and just goes, my apologies for my bluntness. But if it wasn't already very clear, we have been very honest with our friend right over here, and as we've stated before, we don't really take too kindly to lying and now you can put that down. She points to Doc. He'll take his hand off him, and we'll all slowly take 5 steps away from that window.
He's just rolling intimidation for me.
Do it.
I would also like to take this moment as your DM to remind you that you do have Charm Person.
I do. I have not finished. I not finished, but like, how does a 14 do?
Let's find out. He doesn't have stats, so I have to straight roll it. 14 sounds great. It works. He just...
As he does,
and
blades
puts both
resheathed.
arms up. And instead of taking 5 steps back, he just runs.
I cast Puppet.
Okay, so he needs to make a DC 14. That's a 7. He just
I pull him back.
And he
towards me.
yanks back by his spine. He's like, okay.
I did not
surely
say-
we can.
I did not. No. You're gonna let me finish. I did not say that we are going to leave. I said we're going to take 5 steps back. Now, you broke my word. Therefore, Doc, keep your hand on him. You see how
squeeze
this
a
is
little,
played?
little harder into his shoulder.
Now you understand. For every word, we're going to keep to it. If you break a word, we get to break one. Understandable? And she flips her hat back onto her head.
He's just gonna
Now.
stand there like, nope.
Now, Driz, is there anything you want to say? And then Zipporah is going to walk and stand in front of the door. And she's gonna, as she walks to the door, she's going to look Emberlyn in the eye, like blue piercing eyes into his own insert color here eyes.
Brown.
Brown.
It's full of shit.
I knew we shouldn't have trusted him. She would say, having brown eyes.
Oh, okay. I have to like compose myself because that, goddamn. Okay. So, as we all step back, I'm just gonna be locked eyes locked on to Torlins and just take a deep breath and like kind of fall back into the usual kind of posture that I'm in to like
As you
hides
take
how
a
large
deep
I am.
breath, he tries to kind of take a deep breath, only to be like,
Now, displays of force aside, you said you were going to lift those laws and then wrote a decree trying to cement them in full.
I did say
directly in
that,
front
didn't
of
I?
us. Did. And after
Doc
all
takes
we've
his other
done-
hand and kind of gives him a pat on his stomach, a little hard.
That'd be fair. That'd be fair.
Zipporah speaks up and just points at Doc. Doc. I said only a hand. If we're gonna play, if we're gonna play by the rules fair, if we're gonna have them play by the rules fair, you're all.
And Amberlyn just goes,
Me.
so does that mean I can take a step forward?
I'll allow it.
He takes a step forward, like, just trying to put some distance between him and you.
Now, I don't know what gave you the idea that you could try to pull something on us like that after all we've done for you. and all we've helped you out with, and the rest of the information I actually was going to supply you with, had you been helpful in lifting those sumptuary laws. What convinced you to think that you could pull something like that?
My hands are tied by the Parliament of Peers. I don't know what you wanted me to do. If I do anything else other than enforce these laws, they will actually have my head.
You put them into place, didn't you? In fact, I'm pretty sure seeing the decree, your name was all over
I understand my name was on that, but that's like saying that a Parliament member's name is on a bill when it goes through the Parliament of Peers. See, it's whoever was heading it, and I know that sounds pretty bad, that means that I was heading it, but I was not the only hand in making this decision, so I'm not the only hand in being able to undo it.
You convinced them. So what I'm hearing then is that you had this idea and then pitched this to the Parliament and were able to successfully convince them to sign off on it. If that were the case, I'm pretty talk them down of this. And as I do that, I'm just going to keep glancing back at the window and back to him.
I notice him doing this, and I like lean in. It would behoove you to do this, because bad things could happen. We don't want bad things, right? You just give him a little.
Not partial to bad things.
Yeah, we're all friends here, right? We're all friends. We're all buddies. We're all pals.
I really, you don't understand. If you kill me, someone worse is just going to take my place. My hands are tied.
About killing you.
I just kind of assumed.
Oh, no. We weren't going to kill you. Just maim and seriously injure, possibly remove a limb or two.
Just maim and seriously injure. Cool. Okay, yeah.
You like your toes, right?
I'm not partial to a couple of them.
I'm pretty sure kneecaps are pretty important to...
The pinkies are useless.
Ooh, thumbs. You gotta have thumbs or else you can't really hold anything. Doc just kind of smiles at him a little bit, like,
he's not budging.
Give me a second.
Okay.
While I think, does anyone else have any other ideas?
I could always just shoot him with an arrow.
No, we don't want to kill him.
Yeah,
but
that would be against my rule.
Not to kill, just to maim a little bit, so he knows we're serious.
Yeah.
He hears this and kind of winces. Everything you say, he's just wincing a little as the three of you are talking out loud while Driz just stares at him menacingly.
What about our friends in the guild? Maybe they would have some use for him.
You have friends in the guild? I knew I shouldn't have trusted you.
Well, we did have to lie our way in order to get more information that we were so kind to acquire for you after all of that. And then you try to go and stab us in the back, so maybe we might just end up helping.
Listen, it wasn't my intention, certainly, to backstab anyone. My hands are...
I'll tell you what. You write a new decree. You write a new decree, what we initially did, and you live with the consequences.
The best I can do is send you out of here with no decree and things stay as they are.
I don't think that's gonna work for us.
You know what would be one better?
All right, you send us out of here with no decree, but you also send us out of here with a name.
What name?
Or
A name of someone with more power than you.
He deeply considers this for a moment. Drizzt, what were you about to say?
chew through some gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
Gummy
Gummy bears.
I was just thinking about the theme song.
Actually, Zipporah, that's actually not a bad idea, is having us go higher up the chain to try to
Oh.
break this Sumtree law.
Especially considering since you insisted that it wasn't just you.
I was going to suggest we can actually take the information that we got from that guild member that we tortured and dismembered and disemboweled and completely, utterly ruined his body.
Oh my god, fine. Exchequer Favell Blanth used to be a member of the guild. He's been hiding it. Nobody else knows but me. I swear to you, he's cooking the books. He's the one in charge. He's pulling all the strings, I swear.
Okay.
I do a perception check to see if he's lying.
That's insight, I think.
Insight, sorry.
That would be insight. Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, 18.
He's not fucking
But I was-
lying.
Do I see him soiling himself further?
No, but he's sweating through his garments at the moment.
I'll to finish my thoughts. We could take that information from that guild member, I'm going to say, and take it to Ravengard and everything that the guild has on you, and we could have the Flaming Fist knocking on your door.
The Flaming Fist don't have... They can't. Surely the Watch wouldn't...
Well, maybe not the entirety of the fist, but I know Ravengard would, personally love taking down someone who's
Oh,
corrupt
yes,
as
he is-
you are.
He's quite virtuous, don't you think?
He looks
look-
like he's about to cry. But he's also not
Zip-
changing his mind. He's singing like a canary, but he's not changing his mind.
Zipporah,
All right, well, I guess it's off to Ravengard. Let's take him off to Ravengard and
Zipporah is going from the back where she is. She's gonna reach inside her pocket, like she's gonna reach for her wand. And does-
Puppet only works for one action, and Intimidation only works
Oh
for
yeah,
so
no.
long. As you go to reach for your wand, Imberlin turns around, both hands raised, wreathed in fire, looking
I don't think-
directly at you.
I don't think Zipporah was reaching for a wand.
No, she's not reaching for a wand, but like it definitely this is a good reaction, honestly. So I'm not surprised it's going this way. Don't worry about it. But that was said over with my head over my hand. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so she goes almost like she's reaching for a wand. Really, she does a little bit of she does a little magic trick and produces a handkerchief. A blue handkerchief. And
His hands kind of... And now he just looks confused.
she walks over to Emberland and just pulls it out.
And he just...
And she's like, I think your friend's gonna need it.
Thank you. Thank you.
No. This is for that one. Over there.
I thought you walked up to him.
No, she gave it to
Oh,
Emberland.
Emberlyn?
She's like saying, go. I think he needs
as he turns around, Silver Shield is just like...
it.
no crying.
Can I please have that? I'm not crying. I'm just a little overwhelmed at the moment. This isn't how this is supposed to go. This isn't how this is supposed to go.
All right, one last thing then before we shuffle off. So what are we supposed to be doing with this name then? Is this person supposed to be able to lift these sumptuary laws?
I don't know. You just asked for the name of someone more powerful than me. If there's anyone that has the power to change anything, or that taking down has the power to change everything, it's him. I'm a figurehead, I swear to God.
Okay.
It's not very nice to use Gon's name in vain.
It was a good one.
Would you prefer him use Bahamut?
Who the fuck is that?
Bahamut, damn it. It doesn't have the same ring to it.
No. Well then, guess we'll be on our merry way.
Doc eases
The
up
two
on
of
on
them
his.
let you go. They are not fucking moving.
Hey, DM. Can I do like a quick scan around the room? Do they have sort of like communicating devices, like a sending stone or any sort of like anything that I would recognize in here or on their persons?
Kind of
I
sly
mean,
eye.
do you want to search them?
I want to search.
Okay.
Just give a nice like I want to search the room and search them.
Then yes, I would say that you pretty easily find a Imberlin's book has sending in it as a spell.
Nice. Yeah, Zipporah's going through, she finds the book, she's like, huh. I'm gonna hold on to this. Don't worry, you'll get it back. I just want to make no. You've already lied to us multiple times. And I just want to make sure we don't have another issue like I find out you're going around town telling how the ones who saved all those people in Baldur's Gate came and ransacked your office, threatened to hurt all in the realm. I'll know. We'll all know. So, you'll get this back once
the end of the campaign.
once we've finished off what we need to finish off. And of course, I play by the rules. So you'll get it back. Just not right now. And she's going to take her hat off. Huh? What? And then wait. Huh? It like shows off the inside of the hat. Neat trick, don't you think? Usually there'd be applause right after that.
And you just,
That
beautiful,
spell book
beautiful.
is my entire power.
Oh, well, you should have thought about that before trying to double cross us.
You'll get it back. I don't like keeping magical items from people who need them. I mean, we all need our magical items here and there. We all need our focuses. But I just want to make sure every rock isn't unturned. Make sure we check every, dot our I's, cross our T's. the whole like. It's just showbiz, baby. And she walks out the door.
As you walk out the door from behind you, you just hear, "The Baldur's Mouth will hear about this!"
Cool. Way to go.
What do the rest of you do? You're still standing in a room with these idiots.
Yeah.
Well, I let go of Silver Shield.
Really?
Well, he's
Oh.
inside. He's not holding him out a window.
No, I mean, I'm surprised that he's not holding him out a window. I'm surprised that his reaction was, "Yeah, I'll let go." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
And I just look at him like, I just like gently pat him on the chest and just, it's a mighty fine window you have there. Just little harder of a tap. Just don't take our kindness for weakness.
You just hear us like, eh.
And I boop him on the snoot. Boop. And I start walking towards Dritz.
Emery's gonna put her hand crossbow back, and she's just gonna be like, "Oh, people are so weird," and follow out after Zipporah.
Okay.
Then yeah, I'm gonna walk out the door as well.
Yeah, they let you, and Silver Shield is ugly crying behind you. But
Oh.
yeah, you have a wizard's book. You
Stole his
threatened.
fucking spell book.
You've threatened a patriarch. You've learned state secrets. What
And
do
we
you
didn't
want to
get
do
any
now?
money.
And you got no money doing
And we
it.
got no
But
money
you
doing it,
did
y'all.
you did get watch badges for each of you.
Our
Yeah, those are helpful.
And did I get Emberlin's spellbook?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's in your
you put it in your hat, dude.
Oh, yeah, I
our
put it in my
villain,
hat.
we're in our villain arc phase.
No,
Oh,
this
God,
isn't.
that
This isn't
went-
villain arc. This isn't
That
villain
went-
arc.
We went
This
from
is
such
don't fuck with
heroes
me.
to- yeah.
I would
No.
just like to let you all know that, so you know when like a Twitch or a YouTube video goes live, how it's like, this channel is live playing this, and then there's like a little blurb.
Hmm.
Do you know what today's was? Do you know how well I know all of you?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Are we the bad guys?
Wait. What do you mean? Are we the bad guys?
And I had
Y'all have
such
been on
good
a
fake
roll.
Oh,
I had such good fake information to give him too.
Listen. Honestly, I don't regret any of that. I don't regret any of that because
It was a fun sequence of events.
well,
a
also
little
he
bit of it.
lied to us. We
He
would have
did.
looked like
Yeah.
idiots. We would have looked like idiots going up to them like, "Hey, we have this thing. Please get rid of this." And they'd be like, "LOL, what idiots. They just delivered us a letter that said kill them."
Basically.
That's like going up to them delivering a letter that says kick me. I'm not about to deliver a letter that says kick me.
a letter that explicitly said shoot this messenger.
Shoot this literally.
God.
Literally. And also, listen. I took the spell book. I've seen Wicked, okay? I know how
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 wizards
people
work.
in power no,
Oh,
I know how
God.
people in power like to twist words, okay? I'm not going out here. I'm not about to walk in here, say some cool ass shit, do some badass magic shit, only for them to turn around and be like, "Oh my god, she threatened to kill me. Oh my god, they're so evil and bad." I'm like, bitch fuck.
Speaking of
Zipporah,
killing-
have you been reading the morning paper since you've been here?
Yeah, like with like a nice coffee here and there.
So you know what the Baldur's Mouth is, and he did say as you were on your way out that the Baldur's Mouth would hear about it. The Baldur's Mouth is the local paper. It is the largest news publication in the area. He's effectively threatening to turn you into. It is the local paper, but like it's also kind of a tabloid. But like a lot of people believe it.
Right.
So he is threatening to go to the press.
Well, maybe we
Also,
go to the
eye
press
drops
first.
feel so good.
Well, okay, but if he does go to the press, then Amberlin won't get his book back. He didn't pull that. That's not following the rules. Listen, for every action there is a reaction, and the reaction will be
Consequences have
no,
actions.
and
Go ahead.
the reaction will be I burn this fucking book.
Or sell it to Sorcerer Sundries.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I
See how
burn the
much-
book.
see
I
how
burn the book.
much they'll
I
pay
will
for it
burn the book.
first.
Chat, I will burn the fucking book. I will burn the fucking book.
We
I will
need
burn it.
money.
I listen, money is cool, but like here's the thing. They have money, they're
Have you
rich.
tried revenge?
They could buy the book back. They could buy
Are
the
you
book
sure we're
back.
not? Are you sure we're not doing a villain arc?
No, this is
I
not
don't
the
know
villain run. This is not the
anymore. I
villain
don't know
run.
anymore.
This is the listen. I'm going to play fair and like I said, because Doc put the second hand on his shoulder, I allowed him to break a rule too.
That actually worked in
Sounds
our
like a
favor too.
villain.
To set good precedent.
All right.
Ay.
So.
And we're now outside the front of
Silver shields.
Silver Shield's
Well,
place.
where is the nearest place that has been graffitied from here?
Oh yeah, that.
From here, let's see.
'Cause there's
I'm
been
loving
several
this
locations.
music.
It's very royalty-free Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
Oh
While you do that, I'm going to go to the restroom.
Okay.
Have a nice piss.
I would say the closest place to here that's been graffitied is out. Sorry, don't mind me.
I've never
Out?
heard of that
Hurting
place.
myself.
Where's that?
It's very exotic.
Really? What language is that? Orc?
Abyssal.
Hey.
Oh.
Hi.
Speaking that language.
Wait. Okay, wait. I forgot to get a clarification on this. Are you orc?
Yes and no. I'm an
Is
Unia.
it like orc human elf thing hybrid?
I've never heard of
An
that.
elf thing.
I am half orc, half elf. I'm Unia.
I've never
Never
heard
heard
of
it.
that. Wow.
That's cool.
Half orc, half elf. So I'm specifically half drow.
right here.
And what was the
Oh,
fuck?
okay.
Was there
Come
an
on, babe.
orc?
Thank you. No, you can't eat the dice. No dice for you.
Eat the dice.
Do not eat
Eat
the dice.
the dice.
Those will not feel very good
Mm.
coming out the other end. No, they won't.
Or it might be very smooth.
No, these are sharp edge dice.
Oh, never mind. Ooh.
Yeah, you want to lay right there? Okay, Chicky.
Hi, spooky baby.
Okay, Chicky.
It's a kitty.
Cat,
Oh, I
Cam,
love
cat,
you
Cam, cat,
too.
Cam.
I'm not
Oh my
gonna
God,
force
the
the
little-
cat cam. She just see over here. She got her little cone, huh?
A little cone of shame.
Yeah. You're my caterpillar. Yes, my
What kind of
Elizabethan.
Sorry about that.
You're so good.
Boop.
My meowy goat.
That's what it was. It's half drow, half orog. Specifically, it's an underdark like orc.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is your race?
Oh my
so
god,
there's
Stu, you cannot just go asking people what their race is. Holy shit.
Bruh.
I totally missed that. What? I spaced out and I just hear. Are you asking all of us?
No,
He was asking me.
Okay.
Yeah,
You missed it.
I can't. Yeah, I came in the asset of that conversation. So I thought you were a drow, right?
I'm half drow, half orog, which is Underdark orc.
Okay.
So I'm what's called Unia.
Orc adjacent.
Yeah, it's half elf, half orc.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
that is...
that's why there's orcish features, but like I can kind of like based on how I'm standing and carrying myself, I can make myself appear more fair or more beastly.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's like the max end of the spectrum of a medium creature.
Yeah.
Oh, I came in on that at the wrong time. I heard on the spectrum, and I was like, "Oh, me too."
Same.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
Hellos.
Have you ever?
Yeah,
been
no.
checked for
If you hadn't
ADHD?
seen, I had been fidgeting with the
Officially
fidget
getting
still.
tested for that soon.
Would you like a
Welcome.
cake?
This is how you ended up to D&D.
And that's not sarcasm. Like I will,
we will
we will get you a
welcome cake.
we will get you a congrats on the autism.
Yeah,
Yo,
we're,
Porto's
I have
opened
to
at
make my
Downtown
appointment.
Disney. We could do a Porto's cake.
finally. Oh my god, yay.
Yeah.
I love Portos.
Portos is the shit. I love Portos.
Like just a cute little cake that says like embrace the tism. I love it.
I was gonna say congrats on getting hit with the Tism bat, or if it was just a little chocolate plaque like they do sometimes, I was gonna do 80 HD.
Ooh, my brain would not be able to. I'd be staring at that for like 20 minutes, like, what does that say?
I don't know what HD is, but my doctor said I got 80 of them bitches.
Woo!
I'd be like, what is that?
Anyway.
To the graffiti.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
also,
Oh my goodness.
To graffiti. I mean, to the graffiti.
You know, like the Batman
the
transitions.
nearest one. Give me a second here to. Where'd my mouse go?
Wee.
Do-do-do.
they're more
Oreo.
hamsters now that they're wireless.
Because they don't have a tail. Where's my map? Are you gonna be okay?
I think I broke Megan and it's making me laugh even harder.
Food in my mouth.
Okay.
You need a minute?
Let's see here. Oh. Hang on.
Okay.
My
okay.
system just freaked out. We're still live, but I can't see anything.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I get...
Oh, it's too early for that.
Oh my god.
The yawning or my computer having problems? Because it would beg to differ.
All of it.
Both.
All of
Yes.
it.
Oh my god. Okay, well you figure that out. I'm gonna grab a
Okay.
drink. I need a drink.
I too will grab a drink as well.
Drink
Cool,
break.
because I'm fixing stuff.
Oh my god.
This
Ugh.
episode is a farce. Okay, let's see.
Should we do some show and tell? While everyone's gone.
You can. Ooh, do you want to see my show and tell dice? It's so pretty.
Is there something in it? Or is it just like gold flecks or something?
It's gold flake
Ooh,
and
pretty.
iridescent sparkles.
Baby, are we showing off our dice?
What? Yeah, I fixed it.
Today I've been rolling with these ones. Like I forgot I had them.
And-
They've got a little. Mine's got a little eye liquid. Oh,
Oh,
mine
I was
are
like-
these blue ones.
Mine is.
They've got a
these.
liquid eyeball inside, so when you move it, you can kind of see it a little bit. The eyeball is at the
Ooh,
top.
Mine has
showing
a
off dice?
skull in it.
yeah.
Yeah, we showing off
somewhere.
dice.
I'm excited to polish this one because, like, I can see the potential.
Oh my
of
god,
the
we should
streaks
make.
of colors, but
I
there's
think we
also a
should
big
make-
air bubble in the middle.
Ooh.
I think it would be. I think it would take a
Back
bit.
your hand
but
up a little bit, Vincent.
I think
There
we
we
should
go.
make dice based off the characters. That'd be fun.
The dice
That
that,
would
I'm
be
rolling with
fun.
right now is this is called my desert sands dice.
Come on, focus up.
You gotta pull it
get
back
some
a little
bright
further.
orange.
You're too close. There you go.
There we go.
By the
Oh,
way,
it's so
we
pretty.
Pretty
only
nails.
believe in industrial-sized beverages here.
Oh
Holy
my
God.
god.
It's
I
a
love the
cyberpunk
gallon
world.
Why are you
Arizona
drinking
tea.
All right, let's see how hard this dungeoneering thing is. Let's take a stab at it.
Anyone can do it.
Also, I have presiding when I am not here. Little me. Hang on.
Aw.
Cute.
It's so tiny.
I love it.
She's even got her hairspray, and her
Ooh.
lavender latte is actually purple.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Thanks, Hero Forge.
Hero Forge actually just dropped. They have statuettes now that are twice as large.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, what is it? It's at twice as large and 8 times the volume.
Yeah,
Dang.
That's
it's like
called
almost
the
like a
square-
trophy.
That's called the square cube law.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the closest graffiti to you guys would be probably the Heap Gate, or you have heard complaints from Faloger's fireworks that they've been getting vandalized on the outside of their building. Fireworks.
Let's light something up.
Heapgate is.
I'm gonna
also
lighten
lower
up the
s-
music while I'm at it. This is just a lot at the moment.
Heapgate is also lower city, right? Or like between lower city and outer city. It's
No,
like
the
that-
Heap
that-
Gate is between the lower city and the upper city.
Okay.
It's
then
like
the
it
fireworks
and
shop
Baldur's
is-
Gate are on opposite sides of the wide.
Okay. I guess let's head to fireworks first, because that is technically a little closer.
Well, I mean, you have to cross through one of the gates to get to Falogers.
Okay, so yeah, okay. Sorry, then yeah, we'll head to I guess we'll do Heapgate first.
Okay. Give me a second here to pick some music. I think this is the one we've been liking. Yeah.
There's a rooster.
There we go. This is slowly becoming like the default theme. Kind of relaxing.
Thanks, Syrinscape.
As
Yes.
you head over to Stu, do you want to do the plug this week?
Yes, thanks to Syrinscape for all your background audio needs for your gaming experience.
Keep going. Where can we find them?
Where can we
Oh
find
yes, Syrinscape.com.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
And they have not only soundscapes, but what as well?
Effects.
And are they officially licensed?
Yes, they are.
There we go. Thank you,
Yay!
Sirenscape.
Thanks, Syrinscape.
Layup after layup there, buddy.
I am just a bassist. What do you want from me? I can count to 3.
Threve?
You may be
Yeah, it's a combination of 3 and 5.
Oh, God.
you may be just a bassist, but are you just Ken? Are you Kenneth? No.
Some days. Some days I'm feeling more Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Ken.
Hi, Ken.
No, I too am Barbie.
Batman Barbie.
Yeah, that's deep voice Barbie.
Yeah.
You're the Bat Barbie.
Oh, hello, I too's am Barbies.
Oh, Russian Olympics 1984 Barbie.
Ah, yes.
Don't ask me why I have a moderately encyclopedic knowledge of limited Barbies.
I love Barbie.
Anyway.
D&D, right? Oh my goodness. That's so
Okay.
crazy.
All right.
So you get to the heat gate, and as you approach it, it's pretty evident where this graffiti is, cause like you're a fairly good distance away. Like you are probably about 1,200 feet away, and you can already see the big blue writing that says "Down with the Patriarchs." And as you get closer,
Get behind that.
on the gate itself, it appears to say "Tear down this wall." And you wonder, did they mean tear? Did they think tear and tear is T-Y-R? Do they know it's a god?
I was actually just about to ask, is did they spell T-Y-R or
Yeah, T-Y-R.
Or PIR? Is it in
Okay,
crayon?
yeah, it's-
And are the letters backward?
No, it's in paint and it's giant. The R
Uh,
seems to be backward, though.
Okay. So it must be an orc writing this.
Hey.
Burn.
Alright,
There is
so-
a group of flaming fist actually on this side of the gate, and they appear to be interrogating someone, harassing someone. You're not sure.
Before we walk up, can I do a quick scan to see if there's anyone who might be guild checking things out either?
Sure. Roll for perception.
22.
22. No, there don't seem to be any guild members around here.
Okay. So we'll walk
None
up
that
and
you
I'll-
would recognize anyway.
Okay. I'll walk up and we'll introduce ourselves in flash badges.
We
As
don't need
you-
singing badgers.
Badger.
Hey kids, today we're going to teach two poodles how to fly.
As you
Anyway.
approach the flaming fist, you notice, yeah, they're kind of yelling at someone. They've got this teen by the arm, and they're just like, "What in hell did you think you're doing? You think you can just come up here with your buddies and desecrate our city? And you know what?" And as you're walking up, another flaming fist officer connects
With the kid,
with the kid.
I immediately rush up and grab that dude's fucking arm.
Make a
Obviously
strength
it's too
check
late,
for me.
but, like, easy. 21.
Yeah, you stop his arm dead in its tracks on the backswing.
Okay. And just what the hell, nine hells do you think you're doing?
These kids, these teens, are defacing our city. They're part of the rot.
So would you say these kids scare the living shit out of you?
Yeah, he would. Probably.
I'm just gonna give the kid a quick like look up and down, and I'm starting to see if there's any like paint left over on him in any way.
No, there doesn't seem to be any paint on him. And this kid is whimpering. He is shaking. His face is already swelling up. He's gonna have an absolute shiner tomorrow.
And I'm just immediately gonna like pull that dude around, and I'm gonna grab him by the collar. Just take one good look at the kid. There's not a even speck of paint on him. You really think he did all of that?
He looks
And didn't get a
suspicious. He was
single-
laughing at it.
Zipporah's
Yeah, because
gonna-
it's fucking funny that it's spelled Tear the God, you fucking clown.
What are you
You're
gonna
luck-
do about it?
You're lucky I don't give you a fucking matching shiner that he has.
Well, and he immediately he sees your fist badge and he goes, "The hell are you?"
We were sitting here to try to figure out who and what is going on here. And what do I find is the Fist's finest kicking the shit out of some innocent fucking citizen, a kid, no less.
Who says
That's
what?
who I
A
am.
new recruit? What, did you just join? You have some sense of justice or something?
I don't think Raven Guard's gonna like this one bit, don't you think?
Raven Guard.
Yeah. Sent by the man himself. Why do you think we don't have a uniform?
Fuck.
Yeah. Can I see what rank he is?
He is just a flame. He is the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
You just pulled rank on him.
Woo!
And he's like, what can I do for you, sir? His jaw is set and he is fuming.
I'm gonna pluck the badge right off. Because I'm assuming he has one too, yeah? Like, I know he's in full uniform, but I'm just gonna pluck that right off.
And he just, sir, what's the reason for this, sir?
Assaulting a citizen. You know as well as I the consequences for that.
And all of his little buddies are just like, tick, 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 through the edge of the gate, just stack of heads. Yes, sir, I'll report to Worms Rock right away, sir. Is there anything else?
Yeah, point me to who's the highest in command here other than ourselves.
He shrinks
Thank you.
down, and he
Thank you. You're dismissed.
walks away. Looks like he's heading straight towards Worms Rock. One of his buddies follows him, and as he walks up behind him, he locks his arm in his and starts walking him.
I did not think any of that was gonna work. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, fucking here it goes.
I mean, there's a reason he gave you the badges.
Yeah.
The young moron has pointed you towards a much calmer, albeit not necessarily rational looking man. Someone who looks tired of their station. You can tell by his armor, not just his badge, that he holds the rank of Blaze.
He's been
He's
around
effectively a lieutenant.
Is the kid still here?
Yeah, he's sat down on the ground holding his
I was gonna
eye.
ask if does
Yeah,
anybody
I
have
was
lay on
gonna-
hands, good
I
berry,
I don't, but I was gonna say that while that interaction was going on, Zipporah like went over to the kid and like kind of fixed him up a bit, like fixed his hair, probably like checked in on him. She doesn't have any like lay on hand
Are
sort of,
you
thing to heal.
proficient? Hang on. Give me a second. You can try to make a medicine check for me if you want.
I can try, yeah.
You get a +2 because of your wisdom bonus.
That is 11.
11. As you
It was more just
fix
like a
his
surface
hair,
level.
it takes the sting off a little bit. It doesn't necessarily get rid of anything, but it doesn't feel quite like he's still got a fist in his eye socket anymore.
Yeah.
help make up for earlier interaction. do a little good, offset it,
Are
right?
we the bad guys?
Our Paragon and Renegade stats are climbing at an equal rate. We're good bad guys.
Who does anyone want to take point on talking to the fist, or?
I think you're doing a pretty good job right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I took point on the last altercation.
That's fair. Okay, so, as I walk up, allow me first to introduce myself. My name is Drizzt, and who do I have the pleasure of meeting today?
Are you talking to the Blaze or the kid?
The Blaze. The Blaze.
He reaches his hand out, and he goes, "Good to see someone else with common sense around here. Blaze Dornier." And he shakes your hand pretty firm. He goes, I'm at a loss. Not just... I don't know if I've been in the Fist for too long, or if this is all a bit too much, but it's feeling easier to get caught up in the moment with these things and to not question them. And between having to hold everyone to the sumptuary laws and having to explain what happened to Grand Marshal Adrian and all the questions about Older, who used to be my 2 days ago he was my peer, now he's my boss, and I think it's just a lot. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think the kid did it.
That's easy to tell. As for the sumptuary laws, from Ravengard himself, those are not going to be enforced by the Fist.
Understood.
So,
Happy to hear it.
I'll take a little bit
Yes,
off your plate.
spread the word to your men that you command.
See him just kind of... That was actually a really big weight off of his shoulders.
The Watch will probably try to enforce it.
He looks at you and he goes, "Huh, the Watch can try to take this gate from us. It's never gonna happen."
Yeah, the Watcher, well... I don't think I need to say much for you to know. So, I said, yeah, it's easy to tell that kid didn't do anything. And I know it's hard to get wrapped up in the moment, but you do need to keep your men in check.
Understood.
You can't have... The Fist need to be paragons, not abusing the citizens.
I know. I'm just
Even
throwing
if-
shapes over here, sweetie. I know. Thank you for checking on me.
Even if we
Thank
have
you.
someone who is guilty, we have due process. We have, what is the fucking, shit?
Describe it.
Habeas corpus.
Oh, civil rights.
Yeah.
Is the best way to describe it here.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say.
Or
habeas
even
corpus, that's still
civilian rights.
Yeah.
Rights as Baldurians.
Yeah. These are all people. They need to be treated with respect and dignity, even if they are found guilty of a crime. They're still humans and need to be treated as such, or people, and still need to be treated as such.
You also get a laugh from him about they're all humans.
Now, that out of the way, what do we know other than the obvious misspelling? What else have we found out that's actually of use and actionable?
I'm gonna be honest with you. This paint looks like it was stolen out of one of our storehouses. This is a really familiar shade of blue. I don't know if you noticed that. And he kind of looks down at the flaming fist emblem on his chest.
It does look very ultramarine.
The blueies.
Oh, good landing.
Doc will go up and examine it. I'm pretty sure he would know.
Doc walks up and is immediately like, "Ah, yes, Prussian blue. This is technically toxic, or it used to be." And starts giving you the long oral history of this precise shade of paint and why the Flaming Fist use it and its adherence
Dale.
ability to the metal.
dad used to use this as a color for a lot of his own personal inventions, and then the poisoning and we had to find a new shade.
Except here it's water deep blue. You okay, kid?
Water
All right.
Davian. All right. Yeah.
I imagine.
But yeah, it does
I
appear to be flaming fist blue.
Yeah, and I imagine it can only come from a couple places because of.
Any
properties.
Flaming Fist storehouse is gonna have this, and there's Flaming Fist storehouses from Rivington all the way to Candlekeep.
So someone would have been able to break into or have access to.
Yeah, you know
storehouse.
that generally, unless you're pretty close to the Sea Tower of Balduran or Worm's Rock, that's not necessarily a hard thing to do. These are mostly like old barns, repurposed buildings, crap like that.
A padlock on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this a master?
Maybe a guard.
Yeah. It's very possible that paint was stolen from a storehouse. However, doing some internal investigations, it seems there are some members of the Fist that are acting, we'll just say out of line. So, there's a chance it came from within. I'd rather it not, but we have to make sure we don't rule out anything. That all being said, thank you for your help and for your time.
Of course.
And,
I appreciate you being a listening ear and for understanding. I'll try not to let myself get overwhelmed with it.
Yeah, these are hard, trying times, but this too shall pass.
I appreciate the backup.
Absolutely. Make sure just the rest of the Fist are dismissed, and except for the crew we have cleaning this up.
Yeah, and he turns around. He's like, "You two, patrol. You three, start cleaning that up. And you, other side of the gate with me. We're gonna do tax and tolls on the in and the out. Whichever one you want to take, that's fine." He kind of organizes everyone. The kid's still sitting on the ground, holding his eye, but like, he's reeling, but he looks more stable now. And he just kind of looks up at you and he goes, "Hey, thanks, mister, for being so cool about that. I know I look like a lot, but I just like to come up here to the market to draw. There's interesting people in the wide, and I'm kind of working on this piece about the beloved ranger. I don't know how I got sucked into this, but I did see some kids creeping around, like, paint on the cuffs of their pants. But I don't know them or nothing."
Thank you. And I'm sorry for what that now former Fist did. That's unacceptable behavior.
You kidding? Thank you. If you hadn't stepped in, I don't know that anyone else would have made sure that he was former Fist.
I know. That's something I'm trying to fix.
And he picks up his bag and he shoves his book back in it and all of his supplies. Kind of grabs some of his charcoals that had spilled on the ground.
Okay.
Slings it over his shoulder.
Before you go, I'm gonna hand him a electrum and just like slip it to him. You sleight of hand slip it to him and just go to the keep. Get something good. Tell Laura that Riz sent you. Take care of you there.
And he kind of
We'll get you
repeats.
patched up,
He's
too.
like, Elara.
Yep.
Okay. And he takes off now through the other side of the gate towards the lower city.
Okay. Well, no point in asking anyone around here. I think we got all we're gonna find out around here. Unless we see blue footprints anywhere.
No, you do not see obvious blue footprints anywhere.
We're hunting for Smurfs or Ultramarines, one of the two.
Yeah, Smurfs. You said it the first time, Smurfs.
I like the
By the Emperor.
what's the other name for the Smurfs? I forget what language it's in. You know. Oh my god, it's so funny to me.
I don't know this one, but I got Google right here, so.
It's like Strumps or something like that.
Nobody judge me. I'm chronic pain ganging this.
Puffy in Italian. Los Pitufos in Spanish.
Not that one.
And Die Schlumpf in German.
Yes, the Strumps
Schlumpf.
or something like that.
Schlumpf.
It's so funny to me, Strumps. There
It's
it is. It was the German.
always German that makes the silliest
Of course.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
German
Yeah, it's
and
really
Swedish.
the language you love.
Alright, I guess we'll check out the Fellow Gears fireworks now.
Okay. Falogers isn't far. Though it does take you a minute to get there because the area around the Heap Gate does tend to get pretty backed up. However, let me scroll. As you get to Falogers and you make your way into their little courtyard, you notice their door, too, has been painted. But not in blue this time, in orange. And just as sloppy, but not as misspelled this time. It says extinguish the flaming first.
I'm gonna look over at Doc. Okay, that one's really funny. Number one. Number two.
Oh wait, they're misspelled.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they were trying to. I thought they were trying to prove a point, like extinguish the flaming first, not like maybe they're trying to be poetic, like
No,
extinguish
it's
the flaming fist first. Like I heard an implied. I was like so wondering why what was so funny for the longest while, and I just whoop.
You're
Yeah,
looking
it's
for
like
your
tear
you're
down
looking
this
for
wall.
You're looking for messages in your alphabets for getting you portable of Cheerios.
I
What the
wonder-
hell did any of that mean? I think it has reached the hour where I have lost.
Maybe I zoned out for a second, but did somebody ask if, also like probably from when I was taking notes, did anybody ask if the words that are spelt wrong are like a code or something, like tier and first, like tier first tier, I don't know. Did anybody
Drizzt would
ask
know,
that question?
and he knows that no, this isn't a
Oh, okay.
code he's ever seen before.
Okay.
This is more
So
just
just-
stupid teenagers.
Just
Yeah.
making sure, you never know.
I'm gonna look
Don't
to
pass
Doc
that on
and
over
just-
to me.
Well, you seem to be a Mr. Paint expert. What you got for me?
I'll go up and take a look at the
Lick
paint. And
the paint. Lick the paint. Lick the
I
paint.
just take my hand, my finger, run it across, and sniff, feel the texture, feel it in my hand.
Ah, yes, burnt umber. This is the same paint I use for my front door.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yes, this is a very common paint. It can be bought at any common sundry store.
Though this color is a bit unique, you generally have to order it or be given it or steal it.
Okay. Well, we'll head on into Philogier's because, well, we gotta ask them, like, what they know.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming since the middle of the day they're still open.
Yeah, you open the doors, and the shopkeep is just like head in his hands on the counter, just like,
He's having a day.
if you've come to ask what the Flaming First are, I assure you I don't know. I didn't write it, and no, I don't know how to get it. Oh my god. Citron, you got about 30 seconds to explain why your paint's on my front door. Ain't no one uses that color but you.
It's a good question. I noticed it was the same color on my door. I don't have any laying around the house.
Alright, you better not. If I find out you do, it's your ass. Or, I don't know, you're a good business partner. I'll probably just make you clean it or some shit. It wasn't you, though, right? Please tell me that you know how to spell.
No, why would I deface property? That's so uncouth.
Julius, tell me you know how to spell. He's a little like, he's at the end of his rope. He's kind of coming unglued. He's been asked this question one too many times today, and he seems pretty over
I
it.
just.
Ooh! Spell my name. Spell my name right now.
So,
Oh my.
I imagine you've been grilled to death by the fist about this. So,
No, they told me it was my responsibility as the shop owner to clean it up. Because this is my property, and therefore apparently not their problem.
Real quick, Zipporah, do you think prestidigitation will take that paint off?
Oh yeah, I can clean things. Yeah, oh, yeah, fuck. I've been like, slowly, what, like all the equations. Oh yeah,
The puzzle
cast
pieces are slowly
prestidigitation.
coming together.
I cast prestidigitation.
With a wave of your hand, Doc's signature citron
With a wave
orange.
with a wave of my wand and oh, I can't find a rhyme. Dang.
The paint comes peeling off, flaking into the air, and poof, it's gone. He's just like, oh, thank God. You're that magic girl, right? Seriously, anything you need, that's the biggest help anyone's been to me all week. So, name it. Do you want smoke powder? Do you want sparklers? I can give you sparkers for your fingertips. Like what? Miniature fireworks for your stage show? What do you want? Seriously, genuinely.
I'll call you. I'll write you.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you.
I don't
I'm
suspect
here.
you have any. I don't suspect you have any rune powder here, though.
Rune powder. Boy, oh boy. Nobody's asked me for that yet. Pretty sure that shit's a
Uncle
myth.
Philogir sent me.
Uncle Falogir. God, that guy's been dead a long time. What are you saying, Uncle Falogir worked with the dwarves now? Yeah, that's likely. Have you met the man? Christ, ain't nobody as surly as him. No, I'm pretty sure rune powder's a myth, but I mean, I've got something that could pack a punch. Like, hell, I could mix you up something. What are you, demolition? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to, like, mine? Are we demolishing? Are you trying to break into, I don't know, a rock-slided cave? Like, what are we talking here?
Just to clear out some rubble, but it's not something I need right now.
Okay, yeah,
So,
I'll figure something out.
easy. But did you see anything with what happened, or did you just show up and there's paint?
Went to come into the shop. There's paint. Went to open up the door. Didn't realize the paint was still kind of wet. Flung the paint on myself. And then there was more paint.
Unfortunately, and I mean no offense to this, I figured something like that had happened. Thank you for your time anyway.
Where are you guys standing within the shop? You like at the counter?
I figured I was at the counter.
Make a perception. Anyone who's standing near abouts the counter, make a perception check for me.
I want to roll, so I'm gonna say I'm near the counter. That
Emily
is
likes
a
to stand behind everybody,
non-natural
so I'm not gonna
20.
roll.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
16.
Drizzt and Zipporah, you notice what looks to be the same kind of bowl y'all found a couple days ago as you were walking through the Wide on the first time you went to Doc's house. Ceramic bowl, generally used for mixing alchemical elements and smoke powders and different kinds of reactive goods, marked with the same FELOGYRBG. And it occurs to you that's the Logers, Baldur's Gate.
Clarify? What? The fuck?
The refresher on the bowl that we found is if we had just found the said bowl there.
Oh, so, I think
It's been a few
was
weeks.
Episode 1, maybe episode 2.
Oh yeah, definitely don't remember that.
The guys that were like wheeling coffins out of the Wide and their trolley tipped over and you were helping them clean it up. And you started spotting a bunch of these ceramic bowls and a couple of them rolled off the trolley.
Quick though, actually, I might have use for some of my my kits and tools back at my home. Do you sell those bowls? Pointing over to it.
I don't usually. I don't make a business of it. I give you the name of the guy that makes them, though.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, and he grabs a little thing of paper and he writes you down a name. It's Tacy Sands. He's like, it's a potter over in Rivington. He makes all of my bowls and my basins and the big canisters that I use to mix the raw ingredients for smoked powder. All to my exact specifications. Doc, I think your dad had some too. I don't know if you ever ordered from Tacy, but I mean, if you haven't, they're worth it. Excellent. Yeah. He even marks them with my name. And he lifts it up so you can see it even better right along the ledge of the bowl.
You haven't had any gone missing at all lately?
I mean, they go missing pretty frequently. I just assume the shopkeepers drop them, or I've set them down somewhere and forgotten where that is, and inevitably I'll go up to the attic to grab something and find 3 or 4 of them I've sat in a stack and forgot about for months.
No break-ins or anything lately?
No. I forgot to lock up a couple of times, but it's not usually an issue around here. Why? Is everything
missing?
okay?
I mean, no. Have you seen around lately? No.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's okay. I don't know. I don't think so, but it doesn't excuse the nagging feeling that I've got. This is gonna sound nuts. I've had a few shipments come in recently, and I'll leave the attic unlocked for one of the shop hands to haul them in. There's a big, like, I built, what would you call it? Like a large shipments pulley system? Something to bring the stuff from the street level up to the attic where I store it. Because it's gotta have some sort of exposure to airflow. Otherwise, it could be a problem. And I thought I ordered more, but I'd come in and there just wasn't as much as I thought. Shipping manifests gone missing. Getting only delivered half my order. I figured it was just supply chain issues. But I've never had that happen before.
We've been getting similar reports. We've also been getting some reports of some shops having their shops been broken into at night, and goods and plenty of things stolen. So,
Hell, we got a thief?
Seems like it.
That's what we
But
need
there's
in these
also-
trying times. Christ.
But so I wanted to make sure if any of that had been happening to you, or if you just had been experiencing the shipment issues, because that's been happening all over the city too.
Let me look into it more. Come back around to me. Let me see what paperwork I can find. Let me see what's missing. I'm gonna check my ledgers and see if I made note of what I got. It's rare that I forget to write something down. So, yeah. Come back to me on that. Give me a day or so to get it all together.
Absolutely. So we'll head outside then. I want to look around for any clues though that might have been left over. Any orange footprints though?
This time, as you're looking around for clues, you do notice part of an orange palm print on the banister at the edge of the patio and fountain area out here. Almost like someone ran. Like someone almost got caught. And you look over the banister, and about 20 feet below is the street. Going straight down. Why did I forget that area? Oh my god. Into, Keepside. Keepside Strand.
Okay. And I guess take a stroll down that way. Or anyone seem good? Everyone seem good with trying to follow? Maybe see if we see anything.
Yeah, in case there's like more prints.
Okay.
Okay. Roll an investigation check for me, y'all.
Ooh.
15.
Yeah.
15?
You're not getting shit out of me. That's a 2.
18.
Got some dust in your eye.
12 plus 6, 18.
Hell yeah.
Give me just a second. As you're walking down toward Heapside Strand, towards a string of kind of small businesses, there's a few bookshops. You do notice half an orange footprint and a bit of spilled orange paint. Otherwise, nada.
Which way is
What
the footprint?
direction?
Yeah.
Yeah, what direction's it going in?
It is headed towards, let me give you a good land marker here.
Oh wait. Hello, Ranger. Can't a Ranger use tracking?
You know what? I don't know. I'm not used to this new revised ranger thing, so I actually don't know what I can and can't do.
There's not much difference. Not at level 1.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I can really do much level 1 with the new revised ranger, except for like favored enemy, which is undead, and like natural explorer. But cities aren't my natural explorer location, so I can't really help.
Let me guess. The desert is your natural exploration.
Wow, how did you know? Yeah.
Oh
Man,
no!
I thought
That's
it was
why I'm
gonna
like
be.
level up, because I can't really do much to help you guys right now. So sorry, I don't know if I can. I mean,
Okay.
I can investigate.
As far as the
It's not-
direction, they're headed over towards Gray Harbor and the Boulder's Mouth. Kind of the opposite side of
I'll be back
the
while you
docks
guys
as
figure
Counting
out
House.
I'll be back as you guys figure this out and suss this out and what to do from here, okay?
I like reread over this whole packet of revised ranger stuff.
Does anybody have any questions about things that I've said, people I've named, areas that they want to have clarified while they're gone?
Everything
I
seems
know, like, Imre is not from here, so she doesn't really know anything. But like, I kind of do know because I played Baldur's Gate 3, so
Yeah.
I'm like, I know exactly what you're talking
know.
about, but I'm not supposed
It's
to.
kind of just all going over my head, but I'm just rolling with the.
Is there anything that you have questions on or anything you want explained, Lauren? Anything that you'd want to know more information about?
No, it's kind of going through and slightly going out sometimes. Also, there's been a helicopter going around for the past few
Oh, good lord.
hours, so I've just been like, also like, and also my grandma has been like calling me and calling me and calling me. I'm like, stop, please stop calling me. I know the helicopter is there. I just got a Duolingo notification to practice my Norwegian.
Oh, fun.
Oh, God. Wait. I'm tangled. I'm tangled. Just want a tissue. Instead, I'm tangled in my entire desk. I've got... So, describing this for the audio podcast listeners here. There's the desk that I'm facing, and there's a desk off to my side as well. And in order to get to the things in the drawers of my main desk, I have to move the little rolling side desk. Which often means knocking over all of the things that I've piled underneath it. It's not the most fabulously DM-y looking setup, but it'll do. It's helpful.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm trying to like reread through this because since it is the new revised ranger is kind of different from like the 2014 version. It's like it says blah, 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 blah. All it says about tracking is like even when you're engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, that's the only time it says tracking. It says you remain alert to danger. So like there's really, like, I was right, like there's really nothing, I can't really do much tracking wise, or
Let's see. Let me check the Ranger revised.
because then it just says while tracking other creatures, you learn their exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Yeah, that would be tracking.
Okay, so what would that like fall? What would that fall under? Would that be like
I would make you do a series of
Wisdom?
survival checks with advantage.
survival checks? Okay.
Which
Oh,
I
okay.
believe survival is wisdom based.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I have proficiency in that.
Yeah,
Oh, so I
that's
can do
what
something.
tracking is.
Okay. This is so different. Okay.
Also, I mean, again, like I've expressed this before, but I'll express it again. if you can give me a good enough reason that your character would be capable of doing something or why they would know something, I'm generally willing to accept it. It's a lot of the reason we don't use big maps around here, is because I trust you to know your character intimately and to go, no, this is my character's gut instinct. Or,
Right.
yes, I know how to track. Like, I'm a ranger, that's my whole thing. I know how to track. Here's XYZ from my backstory that supports my ability to track. And I'll go, yeah, okay.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, you guys just talked your way out of a probably guaranteed TPK battle with like two really high level assholes
I'm
because
very proud of
Zipporah gave me
myself.
really convincing arguments to let you.
Mm.
All
Okay.
of you did. Go. Okay, my desk is back where it goes.
So excited for spells.
Oh. But yeah, the footprints lead towards the Baldur's Mouth. And that general area. So the counting house and the harbor master's office where you guys were the other night, this is the side of that area of the docks that Zipporah you swam across from. This is that same kind
Okay.
of area.
Oh my goodness. Yep.
This is the side of the city that like Sorceress Sundries, the Keep, the Forge of the Nine, all kinds of craps over here.
Also, what did I miss while I was out?
Oh, just talking about tracking as a ranger with the revised ranger, and how it's worded and how it's not explicitly called tracking, but
Yeah,
that you can
it's
still do it
confusing.
anyway. And then, yeah, just talking lore, just talking how much information there is in this world.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you like to do next?
Has anyone else investigated further from that point of...
No.
Not yet,
Okay.
no.
Did we want to investigate further, see if these tracks continue on at all?
I can do that.
I can do that.
All right. Go ahead and roll a survival check with advantage.
All right, that's this doesn't sound dumb. That's two d20s, right?
2 d20s.
It's the highest.
You take
one?
the higher.
Cute. Hold on, let me find my sheet. I got all my sheets mixed up. Okay. Survival. Okay, I have proficiency in survival. Oh god. Oh shit. Well, I lost a d20, so the first one is a 19. The second one's a natural 1.
All right.
Hey,
So we're going
dude,
with the one, right?
it is.
Okay.
Imagine if I was like, ooh, because it was a critical failure, you actually fumbled the shit out of this.
Oh, I mean,
Campaign
that would
over.
suck. Well, I guess I'm not going to be a ranger anymore.
Womp womp.
Yeah, you really missed the mark on that one.
I mean, in Imre's defense, she doesn't know the city.
So tracking comes to you innately, much like the back of your hand. No matter the landscape, there are certain things that you know to look for. And looking at the half palm print and part of the footprint and the spilled paint, it appears to you that you're either looking for halflings or children. And that this has been here the better part of the day, definitely since this morning. It's mostly dried, though there are some spots that still have some gloopiness to them, just due to the volume of the paint. And as you're following your nose here, as you're kind of following your lead, you see in the cobblestones of Heapside Strand, even the smallest dots of orange. And you follow them all the way to the steep walled edge of the dock, where you see distinctly on the edge, it looks like someone dropped the can of paint, because from the top you see almost nothing. But when you look down the side and towards the water, a smattering of orange paint drops straight down.
Like they had dropped straight down?
Yeah.
Too?
No, like the paint dropped straight down. I mean, they could have, but it's not likely.
Okay.
So,
In before they say make a deck save. Cannot get paint.
Guys,
Make a
over
deck
the wall.
save, you slip on the paint.
No.
All right. Okay. And like, oh man, I had something and now I can't remember what I was gonna say. It'll come back to me when I don't need to ask the question. Cool. Would everyone be cool following the rest of the paint, or are we stopping here?
I don't mind following.
Like,
yeah, let's keep following.
Is it
I'm-
just? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you first. Ask your
I
question.
was gonna say. So you said it's like at the dock's edge. Is there anything else around there, or is it just like hard drop edge?
It's a hard drop edge, but looking at the water and thinking about the way the harbor moves and the flow of traffic and the flow of water within it, it's really similar to a lot of systems. You would see this on any ocean, any river, any trade town, which you're familiar with from your time spent at the Golden Grove. So you're looking at it and you're like, okay, so if I follow down this way, and you kind of walk yourself along the edge of this wall until you reach a set of wooden stairs. And as you come down the stairs, you hear the subtle of clanging metal cans beneath your feet.
Is there a way to like look under, like, is there anything underneath, or is it like I guess what I'm trying to ask is it like covered underneath, or
So
like can I like dip my head and
You
like
just,
look
like
under?
see slats. Like
Yeah,
there's no backing
like,
to the
is this-
stairs.
Imre gets down on her hands and knees and kind of pokes her head over under the stairs of the dock. She's like half hanging on, like her little butt and her feet up in the air as she's craning her neck to see under. And there is a collection of paint cans just softly against the wood of the stairs, caught in the flow of the water.
Fun. All right. I'm gonna grab them and start pulling them out and putting them on like the stairs so everyone can see. them.
Make a acrobatics check for me, please. It's,
Okay.
it's a big reach.
There we go.
Hey,
graceful.
that's not bad.
Graceful as a brick.
Let's go, Emre.
That's a nat 20.
She somehow cantilevers. You see Imre's trying to find her balance, and she takes her
Olympic
pack
gymnastic.
and loops it around her ankle and uses it to cantilever her body over the edge of the stairs so that she can reach around without having to hold as much of the dock to just kind of scoop these paint cans towards her.
Yeah, I thought it was going in.
I did, yeah.
A little bit.
Get some in. That's cool. Right, so
Yeah,
no-
sure enough. There's a couple cans marked with the Flaming Fist logo. There's one here marked with the Citron logo. This is definitely taken from somewhere that it was not supposed to be. And another can that seems to have green residue on it. And another with yellow. No markings. Unless you'd like to investigate or take another look at anything to see what else you can discern, that is basically all you got about the paint cans.
Do I see any of them? Like, how close am I to paint cans?
I don't know, how close are you to the paint cans?
I figured I was following pretty closely, and just kind of like as Imre was fishing around, just like, huh? So
You're seeing
What?
the same things. Just upon a basic inspection, you're seeing the same things.
I'm gonna just come over and start checking them out and see if like which ones have been pried open, used yet. Does it seem like they were dumped here, or is this where they're being held for use?
They're all empty. They are all just coated with paint on the inside.
Okay.
Otherwise, I suspect they wouldn't have been floating.
Can I take a look at the yellow paint can to see if I can make out any markings or anything?
Sure, make an investigation for me.
15.
15? There's some sort of texture in the bottom, and you're like, God, if only I knew what this was. It's obscured by the paint.
And try and start like scratching it, very lightly scratching it off with my fingernails.
As you go to scratch it, you come upon the realization that this paint is still very wet. So your hand's just covered in wet paint now.
Okay.
Oof.
That's fine.
Is it though?
We are by a body of water. I can just watch it.
Not if it's oil based. Yeah. Can I check out the green can, see if there's anything of note on it?
Yeah, so as you check out the green can, you're noticing a lot of the same. The outside seems to be fairly dirty, a little bit of rust. The inside, again, you see that texture in the bottom of the can, but it's obscured by the paint.
Wash some of it out in the harbor.
Great. You wash the wet paint out of the open can. And you notice a fairly familiar, to you anyway, but concerning symbol in the bottom of the can. How do I describe this so that it doesn't accidentally sound like something else? Give me a second here. Let me see if there's an official description. Ah, there is. There is an official description. A dragon, wings thrust behind its shoulders, maw open, barreling down towards a single dot.
I'm gonna go pee.
With a chevron behind it.
Do I recognize that at all?
You do. That is the symbol of the Zentarim.
Oh. Huh.
As the narrator, in the back of your subconscious, you think, huh. These all seem like disparately different markings. Either these thieves are bolder than I thought, or someone's robbed a paint supply warehouse.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
that's what I
that's
got.
flaming
Doc.
flaming fist, Doc's family's symbol, and then the Centurion. Interesting.
There's a lot going on.
What did you
Doc,
just
where's
flashbang yourself with? Your face is blue.
Doc, where's the
I-
nearest paint warehouse around here?
We're at the docks, right?
Yeah.
Not docks, but the docks.
I mean, we're not
Not
by
docks.
we're not by the docks, but we're not by the docks. Like we're
I'm not by the docks.
we're nearby. We're not that nearby, but like we're nearby. But yes, we are at the docks. Your workshop is coincidentally actually fairly close by, but like
Yeah.
that's not where we're supposed to be at.
I imagine there's a fist storehouse fairly close here.
Yeah, the guy that makes your paints actually. You've got a guy in Rivington, as well as a guy down here, actually closer to the docks. He's in one of these big warehouses, same as you, because these are just really, really great for merchants, artisans, tradespeople.
For them to do all their things.
Yeah, and buying raw ingredients straight off the docks for shipments that sit for too long or remain unpaid for is highly, highly lucrative. It's how you've gotten some of your best metals in the past, actually. Spare
Well, I
parts
mean,
are cheap when somebody just wants any
Yeah.
money.
Well, since these cans are stamped, right? There's probably they go through a specific person for them at that point. Yeah.
Right? Like that's what it sounded like. It sounds like they're stamped on the underside of, like, on the back side of the bottom side of the can, and it pushes kind of through. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the other ones look as though they are debossed so that you can see them from the outside of the can. The Zentarim appear to be embossed, making it more difficult to see from the outside.
Gotcha. So the blue and the orange don't have the Zentrum logo, just the green and the
Just the
yellow.
green and the yellow.
Okay.
It's still possible that they're stolen, though.
Oh, most
Yeah.
certainly. This is a disparate variance of colors. It is unlikely that one person would have access to all of these, or the thieving let alone the thieving skills to acquire all four of these cans. Those would come from wildly different places, and that would mean that your home and your shop were also not terribly secure.
The Zentrum are in character, like the Zentrum. We've got to remember they are the Thieves Guild, but they don't operate as if the guild here. That's a different organization. The Zentrum care about one thing, and that's coin. They don't care about anything else. They'll do anything and take any job.
You muted yourself. Seeing lip flaps. No,
Oh,
still
still
nothing,
muted.
buddy.
Nothing.
You
Nada.
unplug yourself on accident?
Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Turn it off again.
hello.
There we
Hello.
go.
There you go.
That's on.
I accidentally fat fingered my little dongle here.
I don't want to hear what
I
you're
don't
doing with your
know.
dongle.
I don't know if
That's-
that's
That information's a little personal there, Stumer.
It's a little-
Phrasing? We doing that?
We still doing that?
Yeah. Alright, so let's head to the nearest paint.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's alright. The squeak!
Catching.
I blame you.
Yeah, let's head to the nearest paint supply.
Let's go to the nearest Home Depot.
The
It's
old fantasy
Gnome
Home
Depot.
Gnome Depot.
Gnome Depot.
I love that.
Lauren, you're also muted.
Oh, good. You didn't hear me yelling at you.
Oh.
Can we go to Beichel?
Michaels?
Like,
Yeah.
The by Michaels?
No. It's no, it's Michael with the B. It's Beichel.
Okay.
do they sell
Um,
bikes?
No.
No.
I don't think they've been invented yet.
The bicycle,
unfortunately-
the bicycle. No.
Unfortunately, there is not a Gnome Depot around here, so you guys are just gonna have to settle for Crow's Paints. It's nearby as well. It's
Pros, paints, and sundries.
no,
Just
Crow's Home Goods. They're another large supply chain store, lumber, paint, things of that nature.
I'm gonna scream.
Dang,
So
I didn't get
your
this one.
nearest Crows is just down past Joplin's, before Low Lantern, kind of in the east way. It's halfway in between the docks and the Elf Song.
The docks.
Well, it is actually kind of halfway between docks, the docks, and the Elf Song.
Well, shall we?
Yeah.
Lead
We
the
shall.
way.
Yes.
As you hoof your little way over there, on your way, you see, well, what do you see? Roll perception.
Oh.
I'm gonna use a different dice this time. Maybe I'll get better perception.
13.
17.
19.
Oh God. Wait, Space Cadet there. 21.
21. Okay, so as you guys are coming up and through, you see, how do I best describe this? It's like, you know those old photos of Germany where the walls are papered in francs? They're like valueless and there's like newspaper wallpaper.
Yeah.
It's that, but with sumptuary law notices all along the sides of the building. It's like they went, here, hand these out. And somebody went, all right, I'll post them up somewhere. And they posted them all in this corridor. There's so many.
Oh my God.
And it continues to be this way all the way to Crow's Paints. You get there, and yeah, it looks like they've had a bit of a hard time. Their door is covered in all kinds of paints, as is the pillars to either side of it, and their porch, and the top of it, and also is some of it coming out of a window, which you don't totally understand because that window's got bars on it, but there's paint coming out of the window, and why is there so much paint?
I'm taking in the sign like, huh, well, you don't see that every day.
I
Yeah,
need
when I head
to
up
work on my narrator voice so that I can have this smooth English lady voice in the back of all of your heads. Like, you don't remember it looking like that before, but like, I don't know. It's like in my voice, it just sounds dumb. Just want to turn it into a bit that sounds good.
I'm gonna cautiously and carefully open the door so that if paint comes flooding out of it, I can step aside.
Make a dex check. No. You,
There is no check. You automatically fail. You're covered in a wall of paint.
you go to open the door and the knob is paint. But you try like pushing it open and you try with your foot and you turn the knob, throw it open, and you're flinging paint everywhere. And you open it, and Mr. Crow, who notably, by the way, is a kanku, is sitting on the floor, just going, paint, paint, paint. He too is covered in paint.
Oh, I cast prestidigitation.
Yeah, please.
How much area does prestidigitation cover?
I think
Not enough.
I think I just probably have to multiple times here and there because it's a cantrip. So
so you manage to clear yourself out a pathway around and behind the counter to poor Mr. Crow, and you free him of his paint, and he just kind of he clicks his beak a couple of times and shakes his feathers out. He just goes, paint!
I got nothing. Somebody else take the lead. I got nothing right now.
I got nothing either.
I don't know how to respond to that. That's funny. I just imagine we're all just staring. Like, what the fuck?
Like, what is going on with the
Just like, oh my god.
Okay. What happened?
Children. Bed. Loud noise. Nighttime. Sleeping. Paint! And he starts hopping up and down like crows do with his little... You hear his little tippy tap. He's paint!
Is this character... is this a Kenku?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's Crow's paint.
Oh! Cute.
I'm going to reach my hand out to him. Kind of like this.
He puts his wing in your hand.
Yeah. And I'm going to put my hand, not in a threatening way, but like on the pommel of my blade.
Okay.
And try to basically, like, help me out here. He is way too distraught. And I just need a little more clearly here. Can you give me a hand?
What, you want me to talk to the bird?
If you can just tell me what he's got going on, like what happens a little more clearly, because I got nothing right now from any of that.
Are you talking to yourself, or is this like something we can't hear? Okay, I was like, hold on. Okay.
From your hip, you start to hear a slight. And in your head, you hear Mr. Crow. I was sleeping. Why am I breathing in my thoughts? This seems bizarre. I was sleeping. I was in my bed, and I heard a loud bang from down in the shop, and I thought maybe, I stacked something wrong, which is, I mean, it happens. It doesn't happen a lot, but it happens. it's a process. There might be a plan, but there's a process to manage, and it does not always go right. But I heard a loud bang, and I thought, oh no, I stacked something wrong, and I came down, and where I thought I would just find paint, I found paint and children. Teens? Children? I don't know the difference. Small humans. They ran off with a bunch of my paint. I don't know what they wanted with it, and there's so much paint. And then before they left, they knocked it all over on the way out. I don't know how long they'd been in here. They must have opened so much, and now paint. And the last paint he says out loud, but what everyone else in the room hears is just paint, paint, and an occasional honk from his little raven beak.
And I'm just gonna basically back to him of just, thank you. I am so sorry. How many were there, and about how old did they look, and how many cans did they get?
Do you still have your hand on the sword?
Yeah, just like resting on the pommel, gently.
Thank you for cleaning me. Thank the pretty girl for cleaning me.
I will.
At least half a dozen cans of paint, maybe a dozen. It was only a handful of kids, maybe 3 or 4 at the most. I don't even know what they were doing here. Who needs that much paint?
So it looks like a bunch of kids. I don't know why, but I found 4 cans already. I don't know how many are completely used, but they've been graffitiing around the city. They're not happy. Don't worry, I'll make sure none of this comes back on you. None of this is your fault. There's a bunch of kids being kids. The worst way.
He goes, and out loud, he goes, Doc, good customer. Thank you. Sorry. He looks at Zipporah and goes, thank you. Clean. Thank you.
Is there any more I can do? Or my friends?
Water?
I think we can help there. Yeah.
Big water.
Okay.
And he stressedly buries his little beak down into his chest.
And Zipporah, what do you have? Oh my god. Aye! You pass out there? Did you knock out for a second?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Slightly. Like a lot of thoughts going on at once, and then
Do you have any kind of create or destroy water? Anything like that?
no.
Shit.
Notably, there is a fountain outside.
Yeah. And we'll just have to help with that then.
We could mage
We have to-
him.
Yeah, we'll just have to.
Any empty cans laying around that we can just scoop water and.
Yeah, there's actually a whole, like, big metal shelf full of empty cans that have yet to be filled.
And I'll just point over.
Emre's gonna grab 2 of those to get water.
Can we use those for water? Okay, and we'll just start filling them up, helping out.
He helps too, his little across the cobblestones. Because he got hands at the end of his wings. They're not great, but they'll do. So he
Big
comes in.
feathery hands.
Big feathery talon hands.
Big feathery hands.
But yeah, he clearly appreciates the help of just sloshing the water around. He pulls out kind of like a big mop and starts pushing all the paint out the front door and into one of the grates on the ground.
Best you can do.
It is getting late. He looks exhausted, but he seems very grateful for your help.
How much was the paint that was stolen and wasted? Just rough, quick.
And he starts to calculate and then goes, no charge. Helped clean.
Okay.
Oh.
Figured I could help at least in some way, but if that's enough, then
Helped enough. Thank you.
Okay. We'll be on our way then. Probably look around, just seeing the time, seeing it getting late.
Yeah, it's
ahead.
dark outside now. It took you guys a while to clean up his shop. It was really bad.
Yeah,
Mr.
it's
Crow.
Buddy.
one person. A lot of paint. Like we had to help.
One
Yeah,
little
or,
tiny crow.
Off to the keep then, guys.
Off to the keep.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep.
Okay. As you guys arrive at the keep, it's a cozy night. Pretty busy, but most nights are busy. As you get inside, the boy from earlier is sitting at the counter, eating dinner, having a little soup, seemingly enjoying himself. Alara and Dusk Shield are both just absolutely doting on him.
Dark glass.
Dark Glass, sorry, your Dusk Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Alara and Dark Glass are just doting on him, making sure he's well fed. And the keep is lively. People are happy. And notably, there's no graffiti to be found here other than what was already carved in the door. And as you get cozy for the night, Zipporah, you remember, it's a show night,
Oh. Shoot.
but we'll leave it there until next week.
Ooh.
Darn. I wanted to show.
You kidding me? I'm not having her put on a show right now. Are you kidding? Sheepy. We all have the yawns. It's been a long day.
Y'all are passing it on to me.
It's contagious.
With that being said, I had a really fun time today.
I did
Welcome
too,
back
so. It was
after
great.
your
I
Thanksgiving
missed you
break.
guys.
Hope
And
everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
Yes.
the only thing that I will leave you with for the rest of this night, as far as campaign goes, is somebody goes, "Hey, that's the Heroes of the Wide, right?" And somebody goes, "Is that what we're calling them?" And Alora goes, "Oh, come on, you can do better than that. What do we call you?"
And I'll just look around to everybody. Zipporah, you had the best one, so I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just gonna
say
look.
it.
Yeah,
All right, fine.
because that's what we settled on, right?
I
Yeah.
mean,
You know, wait. Let me cook. Let me cook this. So trust me. Let me just.
You're getting a
let me
chef.
The
get-
stage is already set up, too.
Oh yeah.
I'll just say that.
So someone calls. So they get there like, hey, what do we call you? Zephora, being her flashy self, straightens out her coat, grabs that wand from her little wand. I like to think she has a little wand pocket. If you've ever seen like a certain wizarding franchise robes that they sell at Universal Studios, how they have the wand pocket. She 100% has a wand pocket on the inside of her coats. All of them do. And where is it? Oh yeah. Pulls out the wand, uses prestidigitation to make a flurry of sparkles as she says, "We are the Order of the Keep, and don't you forget it."
As the whole bar goes up in cheers and huzzas and raucous music, Elara stands up on the bar and says, "To the Order of the Keep, our protectors, our guardians, our family." Yeah, we're happy with
Brings
it.
tear-
You
brings
happy
tears
with
to
the
the eyes.
choices? Okay.
I like
That's
it. I
good.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh, I will leave it there for the night then. I don't believe I have any housekeeping for the end of show at the moment. So, we will leave the Order of the Keep. You are no longer just the adventurers, nor are you the heroes of the Wide. I am very grateful you didn't choose something with Flaming Fist or Raven Guard in the name.
Mhm.
I just,
Or Bodie McBoatface.
yeah, Bodie McBoatface.
Why? What is? I wish I really want.
Keepy McKeep face.
Keep me
Bodie- I
McKeep
want context.
face.
I need context for Bodie McBoatface.
We'll fill you in later.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are no longer just adventurers. Welcome the Order of the Keep to your story. We're gonna keep going with this week after week until you're
going.
fucking 90.
Yay! Let's go! That's what I want. That's what I want. I
So
wanna
for
be...
everyone watching, go find us on our socials. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow on whatever platform you choose. Whatever is
Questions,
best
comments
for all
are
of
always
you.
welcome.
Yeah. Leave any comments of where you think the story's going or what you all want to see.
And talk
And-
about who's
Or-
your favorite.
Yeah.
It's
Who's your
probably
favorite?
me.
Some of your favorite moments. Some of your least favorite moments.
And any questions you would like me to cryptically answer.
Yes.
Woo!
I'm always happy to be here. Thanks again to our friends at Syrinscape for the excellent tool that gives us our amazing sound. Once again, that's Syrinscape.com. And they do even have officially licensed campaign music that we will get to use a little later on. And I'm very excited for that. Until then, have a good night. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you in the realms.
Bye.
Bye.